I saw a report recently of metro areas where rents have fallen back to where they were 5 years ago. Now, that's an exception, but the rule is rents are soft in so many places around the U.S. except New England. And what you need to know is the more you shop around before your lease is done and you're looking for whether you're going to renew where you are, go shop the competition. And the most money you're going to save is if you're willing to walk. If somebody else offers you a much better deal and where you live won't, then you move to get that bargain. I'm Clark Howard.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. One of the passengers who may have been exposed to hantavirus on a cruise ship tests negative for the virus while at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services makes the announcement on social media today. 2 passengers were taken to Emory on Monday. The other did not show any symptoms. 16 other Americans evacuated from the ship are now at a facility in Nebraska, and all of them currently remain asymptomatic. The World Health Organization says there is no sign of a larger hantavirus outbreak. Dr. Gregory Polin with the Mayo Clinic says the hantavirus is nothing new.
What is new about it is we've never had a ship-based outbreak, and I don't think it was based on the ship. I think it was these individuals happened to be clustered together.
Poland says he would be more concerned about catching the norovirus on a cruise than hantavirus. It is 73 degrees in Atlanta. Do we have any chance for some rain tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. The founder of First Liberty Building and Loan pleads guilty today to federal wire fraud charges in a massive Ponzi scheme.
Brent Frost IV entered the guilty plea in federal court in Union. It's the first criminal conviction connected to the downfall of the firm. Federal regulators accused First Liberty of operating a $140 million Ponzi scheme that targeted conservative and faith-based investors. Frost admitted to a single count of wire fraud tied to the misuse of investor monies. He could face a maximum sentence of 20 years, though prosecutors recommended a 14-year sentence. He will learn his sentence at an August 14th hearing. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
The man accused of stealing music from Beyonce when she performed in Atlanta last summer pleads guilty.
Just a day after jury selection begins, Kelvin Evans pleads guilty rather than continuing with his trial.
How do you plead the charge count 1, entering automobile, and count 2, criminal trespass? Thank you.
Evans is sentenced to 5 years with 2 in prison and the remainder on probation. Investigators say surveillance cameras inside an Atlanta parking garage captured Evans breaking into an SUV rented by Beyonce's choreography team just 2 days before her Cowboy Carter concert in Atlanta. Hard drives containing unreleased music, laptops, and other items were stolen. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who's a candidate for governor, says he was the target of a threat at a campaign event in Macon today. The Bibb County Sheriff's Office says a suspicious object was found inside of a vending machine inside a secure area of Middle Georgia Regional Airport. Bomb disposal crews found a suspicious object, but no hazardous device. News about your health. A vaccine that could extend the lives of people with certain brain cancers is showing promise.
Neurosurgeon scientist Dr. Albert Kim says they created individual DNA-based vaccines by taking samples from each patient's tumor.
Immunotherapies, including vaccines, are safe for patients with brain cancer. And in the next few iterations of this, I think we're going to see some big benefits for these cancer patients.
The Phase 1 clinical trial was led by Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis and is published in the journal Nature Cancer. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 3:03 and the Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Already extra slow, 85 south toward Midtown. Bill crash. It wasn't 2 left lanes. Just got pushed to the left shoulder, 85 southbound before the ramp to 75 north. That's also had a negative impact on the Beaver Spring connector. Just talked to traffic trooper Scott trying to make his way up 85 north toward Duluth, and it was slow. There was a stall in the HOT express lane in Pleasant Hill. They just cleared that out of the roadway. And 400 northbound hadn't quite recovered out of Sandy Springs into Roswell. Earlier vehicle fire cleanup still been working on the right shoulder at Mansell Road. That's why those delays are still pretty much in place, I should say, as you leave Abernathy Road, exit 5. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. The clouds will eventually drift away and some sunshine through this afternoon. High 75. The east breeze gusting 20 miles per hour. Lows tonight in the low 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm. High 81. Cooling down on Thursday with breezy conditions. High 76.
Right now, 71 in Marietta and Riverdale, 69 in Cumming. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour one of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Not alone. Got them old doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. English Nick is here. Jared Yamamoto is here. So, we have some complaints.
Oh.
Well, you're one of the one who has the complaint.
Can I ask a question? When you say them old doctrinaires, obviously me and Tim are the oldest.
Yeah. I meant O-L-E.
Like Smith's old.
Yeah, right.
That's actually that's O-L-D-E.
Or O-L apostrophe.
That's what I mean, not ole.
Not ole.
Hey,
FIFA's coming to town and nobody can afford tickets.
Isn't that
great?
Isn't that great?
Gee, I'm so PO'd about all that.
All
man.
right now, I
America
know.
250.
You're an American now. Let me tell you something. You're an American now. It's time to stop caring about soccer.
Okay.
Now, we don't have the exciting teams, right, Jared? You were telling me?
Americans should care.
Yeah, we don't get. There's a possibility that we could get USA, but it would be like down in the.
Yeah, but USA is not a very good soccer team. I mean, I love my country. Don't get me wrong, but as from the point of view of soccer, let's not. Come on, you know soccer better than I do.
You got to believe, Eric. You got to believe. Come on.
No,
USA.
No,
USA.
they have to believe.
Yeah.
And if they do something special on the field, then we'll all start believing. But most people going into this probably aren't even aware of the fact that the host country, which we are one of three, right?
Correct.
The host country gets an automatic bid. You guys are soccer experts compared to me.
Yes.
Do either of you think that if the United States was not hosting, that the USA Soccer Club would be in the World
Yes,
Cup?
yes.
Okay.
I think we'd be in, but not in the. I think we're in a very competitive, or we're in a much easier pool this time, like to start it off because it's our home country.
All right, English Nick, I think that you are
the right honourable gentleman from the west side of Atlanta is sadly mistaken. They would not be.
How dare you?
How dare you? Revoke him. He's not a citizen.
No, can I
He's
just
a
say
real
something?
he'll
Can
tell
I
you
just
the
say
truth.
something? Can I just say something? I'm pulling for USA and the UK, obviously, and England, right? But when I was home on vacation, there were friendlies going on. England were terrible in their friendlies. USA was terrible in their friendlies. So I want to be impressed.
Yeah.
I want to be surprised by both teams as we go into this tournament.
Now, where is the final? Where's the final match?
LA, in it?
New York. Probably New York.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
because we did that story about
Jersey.
it's going to cost $300 to take the subway there or something.
That's ridiculous.
I'm wondering if some of these stories are a little overdone, because I'm aware of the fact that every time the Olympics is somewhere, you get like 6 months of I don't know if they're going to be able to pull this off, and then they always do. So I'm like if these prices are too high. By the way, also at a time where we have an administration and a president that spent the last year and a half telling everybody in the world how stupid they are and how so we're probably not going to have as many foreigners coming into the United States right now. So if these prices are too high, then eventually capitalism says they'll go down before the games start. They're not just going to play games in front of an empty stadium.
I've been watching. I check in on Ticketmaster and see what they are, and there were games that were like $1,500. I think some of those are down to $500.
Yeah, and they'll go down even further.
Yeah, so I'm going to wait.
Because I think that I saw a story. Didn't really deeply get into it, but I saw a headline the other day that was talking about the fact that apparently not as many foreigners are going to be coming as thought. Look, if you don't live in this country, you might think, I don't know, are they going to throw me in jail? Yeah. I mean, so
are ICE going to grab me at the stadium? Right. You never know.
Who knows? And so I think that there's a good possibility that they'll come down. They never should have been listed at $1,500.
It's insane how high they started.
That's just it's more that K-shaped world thing. Sports should be for the common person.
Yep.
It's also sports is the thing that usually kind of brings society together. You go to a football game. Now, the richest people might be in a booth somewhere or up in a suite or something like that. But you go to a football game. Now, I don't know how much longer it's going to last given what that's starting to cost. But there was a good long time. You go back to like the 80s and 90s. You had billionaires and janitors and everybody in the same stadium rooting for the same team. And now, the middle class, it's going to be interesting, if this, whatever this is, I guess it's called a war. I don't know what's going on in Iran right now. I like it. A cease-war.
Situation.
Like the cease-war that we're in and around. And I don't, if the prices keep going up and, we got some numbers today. We'll talk to Wes Moss about it later. Is Wes coming in?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, it's a 50-50 chance.
I might.
It's a 50-50 chance. But, we're starting to see inflation go up. At the same time, a dip in pay for people. Mm-hmm. So at a certain point, people are going to stop going to the stadium, right? So we'll see. Everything seems engineered to try to get more money from the people you already know have money. So, and when you see sports go in that direction, just listing these at $1,500, you're just saying there's a whole bunch of you that we simply don't want in the stadium. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, during the games, I'll be looking for the digital scalpers outside of the stadium trying to sell me tickets. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Yeah, exactly. To try to find them.
Right. What's a digital scalper?
Well, because you can't get in a Mercedes-Benz with a paper ticket.
So how does this happen? You got to give your phone number to a stranger outside a Mercedes-Benz?
They can text you the ticket.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got an email.
By the way, I saw a Super Bowl once. $50. I just waited for the kickoff.
There you go.
In New Orleans. Just waited for the kickoff, and all of a sudden the price was $50. But I didn't have to give my phone number and my
you
credit
gave
card.
him cash, and he gave you a ticket.
Yeah, well, right. Because things are not, you can't use a paper ticket anymore. What you do is, if you do find a digital scalper outside the stadium.
And how do you know? Do they have like a big digital readout in their head?
They're dressed as a robot.
I got two for you. How many did you need?
Would you like?
What is your CVC on the back of your credit card?
Because tickets are.
And they call them ticket touts, right?
Ticket touts?
Ticket touts.
Oh, they're touting tickets?
Yeah. Like? And so one of the things that Sir Keir Starmer, who's having the worst week of his life,
my God, I'm reading about this guy.
He said we're gonna stamp out the ticket touts. Like he's going after that. Like you think people would care about that right now? What's going on?
Pete Hegseth. We negotiate with bombs. He's trying to be tough.
The way that the Reform Party is marching all over his council.
How did they win that thing? They destroyed everywhere.
Council, isn't it?
People hate this Keir Starmer.
Yeah.
How did he become a sir? Was that from business or something?
I guess so. Something to do with
People
that.
can't stand this guy.
Every time he steps out 10 Downing Street, the press are waiting for him.
Yeah, I don't follow it enough, but I just know that he is just not popular.
Yeah, it was local elections. They lost a bunch mainly to Reform, which is Nigel Farage's party.
Oh, so they're going more MAGA.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're going more MAGA. They're seeing what's going on in the United States. They're getting some FOMO.
Yeah.
They want, all right, I get it. Okay.
I don't know where it's going.
How horribly is, but things are going bad over there. It's like the economy has been getting very, very bad.
Yeah, there's a cost of living crisis and everything.
What are they known for now, Britain? Like, well, what are they known for? Exporting.
Stephen Graham, the guy who did that great show Adolescence. He's probably the most successful thing out of
the But do you guys, it's like here, we don't make things the way that we used to.
Right.
Maybe we got back into it a little bit. But is it like that in England, where like that just everything is being made in
I don't
countries
know.
where you can make it
I'm not
cheaper?
sure. I know some of the major brands, things like Land Rover and Jaguar and Triumph motorcycles, are made in.
We've got the best
other
beaches
countries.
for immigrants to land on. There you go.
Stellantis owns those, right? And aren't they like a Spanish or a German?
I'm not sure.
I think you're a Jeep owner. Is it Stellantis? That opened. Somebody look
Well,
it up.
Land Rover's
I thought it was
different.
Fiat. I thought it was Fiat Chrysler that bought.
Yeah, Land Rover.
Yeah,
and
but then I
Jaguar.
think Fiat Chrysler got bought.
Let's see.
I think.
If
Everything's
only we had a
getting
machine.
gobbled up. It's getting
If only.
gobbled up.
If only. Well, people like this. We did the research, and we came back. The audience loves to hear us
click, click.
Ask questions,
You nailed it. Hey, good
ponder, and they like bewilderment. They like to listen to people who are bewildered.
You got it right.
They like
Eric.
to really know the answer when they're in their car and
Yeah.
they scream it at the radio.
Yeah.
And then we still can't figure it out.
You idiot!
It's somebody driving a brand new Land Rover. They know exactly what
Stellantis.
name is on their pay
Moron.
stub.
Oh, God.
And where is Stellantis located? Headquartered.
Let's see.
It's on the moon, I believe. Isn't
Yes.
it?
It's
No.
in Amsterdam.
Oh.
No.
Ooh.
Well, I wouldn't drive that because the car's got a bunch of stoners building that thing.
Aren't they on like a 2.5 day work week in Amsterdam?
Probably.
They got rid of the red light district, didn't they? They stamped
No.
that. Yeah, they did. They got
Yeah,
rid of
they
all
Well,
that.
they got the marijuana now.
Cleaned it all
I mean,
up.
not marijuana, but they got the legalized everything. So
Yeah.
I guess that'll bring the tourist in. I don't know if that's the tourist that you want all the time.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the hey, I'm going there to get high, but I don't want to get high in cafes. I'm not a get high in cafes kind of guy.
Not in public?
No, I don't like.
No, you're
you
going
can-
to get high in a basement.
Especially with the
Get
quality of weed and how strong it is there.
Yeah, I
No
don't need
thanks.
that. I don't need panic attacks
I'll
in the
take it to
streets of
go.
Amsterdam. Thank you. Sit there, and they have coffee shops where they put all kinds of stuff inside
All of
the
it.
coffee, and
Lots of magic mushrooms.
everybody talks about that. I don't do magic mushrooms in a cafe. Oh, yeah, this is,
I had to spend
You
6
don't
hours
have
there.
to.
I know, but I mean that's a
You
lot.
sound like you're being made
No. I'm just saying that is.
Sit down and eat these.
I'm saying as a pitch to tourists,
Right,
it's not
yeah.
a lot of people are going to do that. It just doesn't. It's not something. I mean, I'm not going to go over there so I can get high in my hotel room. I mean,
Lock the
I
door.
can
He's
stay
not
in my
leaving
house.
until he's ingested it all.
That's kind of the discussion that we have when we talk about Jared, what feels like creating instances for him to drink.
Yes.
When it's like, you can just do that anytime.
Yeah,
so
you don't
why
have
do you
to-
have to
right.
go through the hoopla of like, we're getting together with ping pong balls? And
and I do. And the thing is that about drinking in public is you can drink in public without getting drunk.
Oh, for
you
sure.
can't go to a cafe in Amsterdam and take magic mushrooms and not get, S-faced.
Well, you could microdose.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
a
do I
fun
know?
microdose. So I've been told. You
And the
could
service,
microdose.
and remember, the service in Europe is terrible. They don't get tipped on things, so it takes forever to get your check. So
That's
it's
right.
okay to microdose.
Yeah, you're going to be there for a while.
Why don't they get tipped?
Yeah, they
It's part of the
not
culture.
part
they
of
get
it.
paid a regular wage.
Yes, there you go.
It's worked in, like Canada.
That's absolutely
What
true.
would that sound?
I don't know.
They
Where
get
did that
paid
come
a regular
from?
That
wage.
wasn't me.
That was
Was
me.
that you?
No, it was him.
That was me.
Is that your character? Is that your non-tipping character?
And then when I was Autumn saying, "Oh, they get a regular wage,"
I thought
That was me saying
That was you. It
I was
started with you.
responding to
I don't
you.
think it was.
I
Oh
was
my
responding
goodness.
to you.
She was She was patient. What do you call that? Patient
Patient
zero.
X.
Zero. Yeah, whatever. Patient X0. That's who she was.
Oh, man.
me and my fiance were out to brunch this Sunday at a place called the Dead End Pub, which is a great bar over near over near Candle Park.
Yeah, just click the microphone and put English Nick in.
No,
What,
no,
you're doing
not
an
at
ad?
all.
10%
not
off.
at all. But I wanted to say, the girl who waited upon us was one of the most friendly, animated, really excited about what the special she was telling you about and stuff.
Yeah.
And she walked to me and I said, she's so great. We ought to give her a good tip. And she goes, well, in other countries that wouldn't matter because they get paid a decent wage.
Well, that's true. But
So-
also, but let me tell you this, though. When I come, my whole family, you could say, it's the restaurant industry when I was younger. And at least back then, you would rather have, back then, if you were waiting on tables, you got $1.15 an hour, and everything else was tips. And it was easier to not pay taxes on them. You still had to pay taxes, but it was easier to. But either way, everyone chose no, I want to be out there because back then you'd bring home a haul, man.
Yeah.
I mean, working at a place like a little steak, not a steak house, not a grand steak house, but a middle of the road steak place, and the waitresses, and I think there were no waiters. They were all waitresses. The waitresses on a Friday night, Saturday night, back in the 80s, could take home like $150 or something.
Oh, yeah. That's
Working
low.
from like 5.
Now.
It's whatever $150
Right.
was then.
Yeah.
And you only have to claim up to whatever minimum wage was.
Right.
And then the
That's
rest of
what
it,
it was.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
You don't really have to.
you
I
do
think-
it at minimum wage. Well,
I
they'll come
think
look
that-
at you.
New York State will get you. $150 would be almost $500 now, wouldn't it?
Oh,
In
sure.
buying power.
Easily. Yeah.
So if you worked Friday and Saturday, but I know that nothing applies anymore now because everything's different and people have different expectations. But back then, people didn't go out constantly. And when they went out, it was kind of a special deal, even if they were doing like mid-level restaurants. And if you got good service, you'd have some jerks, but it was made up by the nice people who over-tipped. And it was kind of a good deal back then. I don't remember anybody complaining about it back then. Now, things surely have changed now because everything has changed. But that wasn't a bad deal for a long time, living on tips.
Don't most places now automatically include the gratuity in the bill?
What I find, or the way it's
No, not
usually
always.
is, it's the high-end places because they don't want you to get you're there for 3 hours, taking
Yeah.
up somebody's time, and then all of a sudden you get $800, and like you weren't looking, you didn't know it was going to happen. And then maybe you kind of like, well, I don't want to pay too much more. So in the higher end places, they'll put it in to make sure that it's worth the time because they have to really, the kind of place where they
typically-
wear those leather aprons and they explain everything and they got to dedicate 2-3 hours so they make sure they get the tip. Yes, Autumn?
And then typically, if it's a party of either 6 or 8
Yep.
or more, and then it's automatically gratuity.
Yeah.
It's automatic gratuity.
Yeah, same thing, just to make sure that you don't waste 2 hours.
You know what?
Yeah,
This-
and it takes more work to
Yeah.
wait on 6 people or 8 people.
That brings us back full circle to the World Cup. I saw a story where because there will be a lot of foreigners coming into America who aren't used to the tipping system, a lot of places are going to have all the gratuity that wouldn't normally
They
have
should
it.
too, because this is
They
the one
should.
thing in New York State when I was waiting on tables, I worked at was the place where I met my wife. It was an inn and a restaurant, and we couldn't stand a whole not a busload of Canadians. It wasn't their fault. They don't tip. They have this different system,
know.
but they have no idea. And you're like, oh my goodness, a busload of Canadians. We're going to work our butts off and make no money. No money. And we still have to smile.
And see, Canadians have been a problem for a long time.
Yeah,
That's
well,
just proof
see,
right there. Proof.
Finally, we've got a president who will put them in their place.
Those stupid Canadians, those idiots, the empty brain of this continent, a bunch of morons, they don't tip.
But come on over for the World Cup. You're welcome.
We don't need your beaver pelts.
It'll be interesting to see with the World Cup because the prices are going to come down because I don't think the demand is there. But will we see a couple of half-full stadiums? Possible.
Well, the other thing is the hotels aren't booking rooms. No one's booking rooms.
Right. That's because the foreigners are not feeling welcome to come into the United States.
Foreigners.
Good.
God dang fern.
We don't need you.
But you do because you have the World Cup
Well,
and you need people to
that's
come
up
here.
to the soccer people. I mean, a lot of people could go.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of cities are pushing the homeless out. Well, if there's extra space in the stadiums, why not just let them stay there?
Well, you know what? And also, they would enjoy the $10 pretzels.
That's right. Well,
You can feed them as well.
$20 can of beer.
I love the press conference in the Oval Office a few weeks ago where they were talking about the Iranian soccer team.
Yeah, who they got like a list of demands,
And
basically
anyway,
for
but
safety.
anyway, President Trump in the end was like, "Well, let them play. Just let them play. Are they any good?"
He said something while we're talking about this kind of stuff. You got that audio. I do believe. I don't think the president is fake. I think he is a fan of the NFL. But do you have that Mendoza stuff?
Oh, got it right here.
So Mendoza, who was the quarterback for the team that was being celebrated for winning the national championship,
Indiana.
He couldn't be there, and the reason he couldn't be there is because he was the first overall pick, and the Raiders have opened their camp, and but he seems to think that the terminology is the same as baseball.
You keep calling it spring training.
Spring training. You keep calling it. He's in spring training.
Starting quarterback Fernando Mendoza. Now, the reason he's not here, he was so nice he called, because he has actually, JD's a big fan of ours.
Okay, stop. Why is this always the most important thing? He's a big fan of mine. Who gives a damn? You were elected president of the United States twice.
You made it.
How much more? By the way, that's the top job. There's no job that's higher. If you make it to the president of the United States after it's over, there's no higher job that you can get. Even if you became the secretary of the UN, that's lower.
Well, he likes the gold paint. He really does.
It's just becoming so annoying that, oh, well, he likes this. He likes this a lot. Okay, and that does what to my grocery bill, Mr. President? How does that help anybody's bills at all or going through their life? How does that help them? Just the knowledge of knowing that he likes my president, and that makes my empty belly feel full for a few moments.
Starting quarterback Fernando Mendoza. Now, the reason he's not here, he was so nice he called, because he has actually, JD's a big fan of ours. You wouldn't believe it, because he didn't show up. I'm not happy, but that's okay. The reason he didn't, because he's at spring training, right?
Right.
And I actually said...
He's in baseball now?
Let him, he's got to win. And I think he's going to win pretty early, Coach, right? You think pretty good?
He could do okay.
He's going to be a good one.
No, the coach goes, time will tell.
A lot of people said they're going to win, but I think he will. No, he's been great, and he's at spring training.
And that crappy team that he's on, they're going to win big. Really horrible. Where are they? Las Vegas?
Yes, Las
the
Vegas.
Raiders. Oh, God, terrible.
They hate it.
Spring training, though, it's important.
Yeah, you got to be at spring training. It's very important in the NFL. You don't want to miss spring training.
It's all spring and summer and fall. When do they play? Winter? A little bit? I don't know.
It's into the winter. I think they start.
So does everybody that lives in Oakland now travel to Vegas
Not
for
Oakland.
home? Because they were in Oakland, weren't they?
Well, this is when I was a kid, they were in Oakland. Then when I was a teenager and in my 20s, they were in Los Angeles. Then somewhere in the 90s, I think, or late 80s, they went back to Oakland, and now they're in Vegas. And it's really kind of a shame because that was a fan base. And no, I think being a team, being the NFL. Now, if you're in the NHL or something that has 1 million games, it's a little bit different. But I would imagine playing in Vegas is terrible. Because the Bills are playing in Vegas this year, and all my buddies are like, what? The other team that you're playing, all their fans come to Vegas that weekend, so they must face like half the house rooting for the other team every single game. But they're making money, what do they care?
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month, 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Mike Shields and triple team traffic. Hundreds of cameras. Crash and construction warnings. The best alternate routes. Join us. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood. So when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
You always remember a home service company that's friendly and thorough. That's 100% the experience I had when CertaPro painters came to my home to look at our white ceilings that just needed a facelift. Ashley Frasca here to tell you that their process is hassle-free and they get the job done right with pride in their work. Things are looking up at the Frasca House thanks to CertaPro painters. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, Georgia Power customers will likely get some relief on their bills starting this summer. Spokesman Matthew Kent says they've been able to reach a new agreement with the Georgia Public Service Commission staff, which will save customers even more money on their monthly bills.
When we initially filed the rate cases earlier this year, we were looking at a $1.32 potential savings for customers. But now it is a $4 savings if approved.
If the PSC signs off on the plan, customers will see the savings on their June bills. The founder of First Liberty Building and Loan pleads guilty in a $140 million Ponzi scheme. Brant Frost IV enters the plea in federal court in Noonan today to a charge of felony wire fraud in connection with the misuse of investor funds. It carries a max sentence of 20 years, but prosecutors are recommending 14 years. Sentencing is scheduled for August the 14th. Update now on the two cruise ship passengers who were in Atlanta at Emory after being exposed to hantavirus. We told you that one of the patients had symptoms, and we have now learned that person has tested negative for the virus. Nebraska health officials say all 16 Americans being monitored in Omaha remain asymptomatic. The outbreak has been tied to a birdwatching excursion in Argentina before the cruise departed. The Board of Regents today approves two new Technology 4 degrees at two Georgia colleges.
Starting this fall, Kennesaw State University will offer both undergraduate and graduate degrees in financial technologies. The newly approved program will be available in person on the Kennesaw campus as well as online for students pursuing careers at the intersection of finance, technology, and data analytics. Georgia College and State University in Milledgeville is offering a new Master of Science in AI Strategy degree, 100% online. It's designed to help students with tools to better understand and utilize artificial intelligence. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 3:32 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, right now watching the full house already into downtown. Earlier crash cleared 85 southbound before 17th Street. Now it's just that afternoon volume leaving Georgia 400 and on 75, 85 south as you're trying to make your way down to I-20. Traffic troopers tell me of a new crash. Car hit a power pole on Spring Street southbound at 10th Street. That's got a left lane block there. Northbound delays in place, University Avenue up to Peachtree, Pine Street. And if you're traveling on Georgia 400 northbound, hadn't quite recovered, still watching the slow ride out of Sandy Spring or through Sandy Springs, starting just north of I-285. Those delays will stay with you toward Holcomb Bridge Road. From the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Starting off with mostly cloudy skies, but sunshine for the ride home this evening. Today's high is 75, lows tonight in the low 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. A few pop-up showers and thunderstorms can't be ruled out. High 81. Breezy on Thursday as drier air moves in. Highs in the upper 70s.
Right now, 73 in Alpharetta, 68 in Snellville, and 71 in Fayetteville. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Spring is here, and while everything outside is blooming, so is the mold under your home. All that rain can turn your crawl space into a damp, musty mess, leading to mold, odors, and higher energy bills. Hi, I'm Jeremy, owner of American Crawl Space Solutions. We specialize in encapsulating your crawl space, protecting your home's foundation, and improving your home's air quality. Visit AmericanCrawlSpaceSolutions.com for a free inspection.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
Anyone on the roads in North Georgia knows that tractor trailers are everywhere. For my friends in the motorcycle community, a distracted big rig could change your life forever. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Steel Horse Law specializes in motorcycle accidents involving trucks, and they can protect you from big corporations and their armies of lawyers. Steel Horse Law can help you get back on your feet, medical bills paid, back to work, and your case resolved. Schedule your free accident evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Is your air conditioning system ready to answer the challenge of the hot and humid days we know are coming? Take advantage of this great offer from Ragsdale Heating and Air. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system, and that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. They have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
I cannot stand when people use the word bro.
Bruh?
Bruh is not as bad. Bro.
What's up, bro? Don't come to my house.
Hey, bruh. What you doing, bruh?
Your almost 5. Your
Yeah.
5-year-old is...
Yeah, he just started saying it recently.
Brah.
He'll look at me or his mother and go, hey, bro. What?
So cute.
Bro.
And so it begins.
And then he'll
Trends.
just lay on the couch and go, bro.
In my
Do
house.
you think it's something he's seeing maybe on like YouTube or something?
I don't
or
know.
do you think it's at school?
Well, there's nothing on YouTube that I've seen with him where you hear that.
He's sneaking YouTube when you're not there.
It's also got to be school.
Yeah, it's school.
Yeah.
It becomes a thing. It's like when I was when I was in middle school, everybody was, "Oh, she's fine."
Yeah.
She's fine. or the other one was To the Max. Do you remember that?
I do. That was early 80s.
Grody to the max.
Well, Grody wasn't there in my
Anything
time.
to the max.
It was To the Max.
That came out of the Valley Girl talk.
Oh, did it?
Uh-huh.
No.
It's Grody.
I will say this. It can't because I was already, by the time Valley Girl stuff went nationwide, I was like 18, 19, 20 years old. So this is like the 70s.
70s they were saying To the
hey,
Max?
To the Max. So it was like stoner talk.
In my house, it's girl. 9-year-old. She's like, girl, when she's talking to her mom, or she'll be talking about a friend at school, and she's like, I said, girl. It's the funniest thing. I love it.
It's funny.
man.
People go through the same phases.
Girl.
Every generation. All right, you are here to do Toodle Pip.
I am here to do Toodle Pip.
Pip the
and,
Toodles.
This is
Stop
from...
delaying. I don't know what it is. You're trying to keep
Not
us from
delaying.
something's going on here.
Somebody's got to address these ticket prices for the World Cup.
That's true.
InStyle.com is where this comes from.
Ooh.
Sydney Sweeney goes topless in the most explicit, controversial Euphoria scenes to date. This is episode 3 of season 3 that's on right now, HBO Max.
I thought...
Start watching.
Yeah, we're going to have a watch party.
Yeah.
Can I just say...
I thought it was the first time, and you told me that in the first
in the
See,
first season, everything's out.
Every time we bring this show up, I have to say I've never seen it, and there's a reason for it, and that is simply I just don't know how that's not creepy. That a 61-year-old man is watching a show. Now I know they're actually in their mid-20s, but they're for the
but they're portraying children.
Yes.
and also
Yeah.
I was
There was a
watching
time
it.
jump to this season.
Yeah,
though, right?
they're all out working now.
Okay,
That's
okay.
true, but it's still it's still the reason why you're watching is because they're young.
Yes.
I did a Gene ad.
What?
Gene ad.
I did a Gene ad.
Listen.
I did.
Have you seen real OnlyFans? People are complaining.
Yes, it's
which is
hilarious.
ridiculous.
They're not showing the respect.
Yeah.
You're not showing the respect. Hey, sex workers don't. Hey, that. And they're like, you could never do that on OnlyFans. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't think
Is there anything you can
I've
do?
done it.
Yes, you can do
I
it.
got off from OnlyFans.
It's my favorite is when even this whole. I mean, I guess everybody has to say sex workers and all this kind of stuff now. It's just like, okay, whatever. What do you? Is that something you're going to hand down to your children? Like, hey, I started an OnlyFans page, like a business. You're going to hand that down to your children?
It's
sex
yours
workers?
now, darling.
Well, I guess the kid, if they want, they can manage the page and book other models to be on it.
Yeah.
You know, not trying to give anybody any ideas.
And then you can
but-
say something like, you go to an OnlyFans page, you'll see something like, like 25 years of greatness established 2023.
Little keystone.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring.
Gems are passed down from parents.
I gotta
to
say,
offspring.
she knows how to use her assets to make news, and because the first story that I saw in headline wise when this, you do, you go.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, no.
Zendaya doesn't
Also-
like Sydney Sweeney.
She doesn't because I posted a picture of my parents. And it was, they had a Make America Great Again hat on.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, guys, really?
Mm-hmm. That was your response, guys, really?
I mean, it was her birthday.
Okay.
Like, no.
Ever since the Zendaya, that was the first headline I saw. There's trouble on the set. They won't, whatever. And then everything else has been Sydney Sweeney's dressed up as a toddler. And I mean, and then I thought this was the first time you were actually going to see
No,
the,
you've seen this before.
Yeah.
No, you've seen them.
I
in
have
lots
not.
Of places.
You're not on Reddit.
You need to look on Reddit.
Okay, so it's out there, is what you're saying.
It is available.
And you are a legal adult.
I'm a legal adult.
Genes are
you're-
passed down from parents to offspring.
Wait a minute, you're illegal? You just said you're
I'm-
illegal.
No,
Uh-huh.
like I'm a legal.
Illegal.
Adult.
You're illegal.
A Lego.
Lego.
She's a Lego.
She's a
I'm
Lego.
a Lego.
Okay, now I get it. All right. This show is. When are they gonna? Is this the last season?
I would imagine.
Yes.
I would imagine they're going
I
to
hope
wrap it
so.
up.
They're
I don't know
gonna
how much-
age out.
Yeah, I don't know how much more they can push this.
I gotta say,
They got a couple of those Disney kids that got to be turning like 18. They'll just reboot it.
I've only seen the first episode of this season, but I'm definitely getting more of a Tarantino vibe this time.
Oh,
around.
really?
Way some of it's shot and some of the characters, yeah.
Yeah, some of the cinematography has gotten a little bit more dynamic.
It's not that what I complained about yesterday, which is that from
The green?
Yeah, just that flatness with a lot of like dull green. That's just in so many streaming movies and shows. I don't understand what's. I mean, green is not one of my favorite colors, so I don't get.
It's all a digital thing.
What's all that
no, I
washout
explained
in the
it. Yes,
coloring?
it's the washout. We talked about. I think it's a way to not have to dress the set. Is everything is kind of like opaque behind the characters, but I don't understand the flatness, and I don't understand the this use of dull green. Once I put it in your head, when you're watching stuff on streaming, it's amazing how much of it there is. Any photo that I've seen from Euphoria, it seems like there's more like reds and blues and in the cinematography. I don't know. Am I wrong?
Color theory.
Color theory.
Yes.
Theory.
Yeah.
Color theory.
If you have one group of characters are grays and other ones are red.
Oh. Wow,
she knows, man.
She's more than an actor. You're probably going to be directing this stuff
Roy
soon.
G. Bev.
She learned that from her parents. Who has a longer career? Her projecting forward.
Okay.
Who has a longer career? Sydney Sweeney or Zendaya?
Well, I don't know.
Zendaya's already done a lot of good
Zendaya's
stuff.
extremely talented.
I don't have a
she's
problem
great.
with Zendaya. I think that she's good. Anything I've
I
seen
like
her
her.
in,
I
she's
see her
good.
brooding a lot.
But I think Sydney Sweeney.
No, that's just in that show. Everything else, she's really good.
And Dune.
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yeah, I forgot she was in Dune.
Sydney Sweeney, I feel like is a very good actress as well because that season of The White Lotus,
She was
I thought
fantastic
she
in
was
that
excellent.
I was so good doing drugs in the woods. jungles.
On the
I was
beach.
very convincing.
So I don't know.
I know. I lost my pills. Where are they?
I'm gonna say.
To find them.
You know what? I'm going to say Zendaya.
Yeah.
Because gravity is going to take an effect on Sydney Sweeney at some
Hey, there's
point.
surgery that'll fix that.
That's true. That's true.
You know what
That's
I
when
say?
they get good.
What do you say?
I say, swing low, sweet child.
You got those little road maps, those rivers
That's
going
right.
in.
That's follow them down.
Yeah.
Right. Follow the yellow brick
Buried
road.
treasure.
So, and you know what they could do is at the end of when she gets into that state, do a Euphoria-like show, but in like a home, like in a like in a nursing home.
Passed down from generation.
And these old people are having sex in the
Gino,
stairwell.
try a step.
Well, here she is. Here she is, aged Sydney Sweeney. It's nice to talk.
The gems are passed down from generation to generation.
She's going to become Liza Minnelli as she gets older.
Don't we all become Liza Minnelli as we get older?
I wish we really did. That would be great.
Oh, you want to be Liza?
There you go.
I'm not in a home yet. Oh,
Well, you're rich, so you don't have to go to a home.
I'm rich.
The home comes to you when you're
Liza.
rich.
That's right. Everywhere I go. Scooby-Doo-Doo.
I always
Fosse.
had this image of Liza Minnelli back when, because for a while she was like a raving drunk, right? Wasn't she an alcoholic? She was
She
always
didn't start drinking until she's like, I don't know, 20s.
yeah, that's what I mean.
When she
But-
showed up in
Yeah,
Arrested
cool.
Development,
So-
it was in full force, I think.
So,
No, not
she was
then.
over it by then.
Oh,
But
she
like
was? Oh.
she was part of the, what was that club in New York City? And
Studio 54.
That one?
yeah, she's part of that whole crazy crowd.
Oh, we would dance all night. Donna Summer.
In my mind, I just always saw her like at a party, totally drunk, with a lampshade on her head, singing "Over the Rainbow" and a real drunken.
Somewhere where the rainbow. Where's Mama used to sing that to me.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our triple team traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. Took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Conservative Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight the career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but always fail.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver major property tax relief that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
No more waiting and wavering from career politicians. It's time for real tax relief. Rick Jackson for Georgia. Paid for by Rick Jackson for Governor, Inc.
This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to come see us for your auto loan needs. If you're buying a car or refinancing your current auto loan, at Coosa Valley Credit Union, you'll get one of the lowest interest rates in the market. Now, auto loan rates are as low as 2.99 APR. Coosa Valley Credit Union is local and nearby in Northwest Georgia. Plus, you'll always speak to a real person when dealing with us. That's what we call kinder banking.
Contact 706-235-8551 for more details. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Coolray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and to say thank you, they're lowering their service fee to $60 all month long. Dave Baker here. This means now is the perfect time to get your faulty outlets looked at, your HVAC system tuned up, or that small plumbing issue diagnosed before they become major repairs. For 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted the Coolray name to keep their homes running smoothly. See them on the web at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
So, Roxanne, how often do people repaint their house?
Every 5 to 7 years, and they hate it every single time.
Which is exactly why Rhino Shield exists.
It's an exterior coating that lasts up to 25 years.
Backed by warranty, so no scraping, no repainting, and no weekends wasted.
Get peace of mind and protection that lasts with Rhino Shield.
And it still comes in your wife's favorite color. Get a free quote today at rhinoshieldga.com.
That's rhinoshieldga.com.
All right.
Okay.
What are you smiling about, Jared Yamamoto?
I just loved how you talked it right up until
Yes.
the music started, and then
I was giving dictatorial commands,
Giving
right
what?
up to the point. At least I was given.
Mm-hmm.
All right, English Nick.
Yes.
More pips to toodle.
Yeah, Gen Z, they've, this is the 90s thing is coming back, the hacky sacks, man.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Totally
I was
sweet.
Some
like,
people
what
call
in
them
the
foot
where,
bags.
Why?
What? Say again?
I said, what in the where, why?
I don't know why.
Well, it's a screen-free social activity.
Dude,
That's the
it's
thing.
so cool.
No,
to
I got to
do.
give you that. Give you that. That is, it's not a screen.
No.
Yeah.
It's
Physical.
It's
I'm
phys-
digital
I-
hacky sack.
But we record it when we do it, bro. I mean,
Oh, and like
because
play-
I got my grandkids who are Gen Z, and they're totally into it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
is
record
there-
the kids when they're hacky sacking.
That's right. And I put it on TikTok. It's pretty cool.
I can't. I can never answer the question why on this one.
Why?
Because hacky sack was very popular in the 80s, actually, and I guess into the 90s. And all my friends would play it. I wouldn't. But it annoyed the hell out of me. And anytime I said, that game annoys the hell out of me. And anytime I said, well, why? I don't know.
Because you couldn't do it?
No, I could do it. I mean, I wasn't the best. There
No,
was
you
just
couldn't do it,
something.
huh?
There's something
So
about
it's long
it.
legs.
Something about what happened to my friends. Wild. I don't know. It just annoyed the hell out of me.
You mean they ignored you and had fun together instead of with you?
My friends would never ignore me
You were
because
sitting on the outside of the
Yeah,
circle.
because you were like,
I
I will
was-
not be ignored. I don't like what you're doing.
I was always
I got a beanbag you could play with.
the most happening member of my circle. Thank you.
Listen, there is a big twist with this time around. It's not like the typical
What is it?
stoners. It's the preppy jocks that are doing it this time,
Oh,
and they're
that's
putting
worse.
it.
Well,
They're
they did it
putting it
then,
on.
too.
They're putting it on TikTok and Instagram to compete with each other to see who does a better job with it. So it's become kind
So
of like
it's becoming
I can hacky sack better than you.
Well, I don't like those guys so much. I like,
Yeah.
because it really kept you in tune with gravity and the earth and something you could do when you were toking up.
Any changes with the whole ritual part?
Well,
of it?
before we begin the game, we all get in circle and hold hands, and the hacky sack is in the middle of the circle on the ground, and we thank the earth for allowing us the gravity and the universe for giving us that, and we also acknowledge that we're doing it on stolen land. Because it's proper to acknowledge that you're doing it on stolen land.
Right. Then you don't have to worry about it.
But we're not talking about the stolen land that the whites took from the native white.
We know what you're saying.
First native people Indians.
First, yes, the first Americans. I said.
First, yeah, no,
That's worse. than first
They took it
Americans.
away.
How is that worse? It's America.
Because they're not American.
Yes, they are. They were born in the same time I was. Their lineage.
The lineage, calling them that.
Well, what are they
they
going to
think
do?
there's a problem.
Okay. They're the first Pangaians. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
We go back to the first continent. Sure, it's been called America. I don't know how long since Amerigos. I don't know when the hell he did his stuff.
Amerigos.
Yeah.
Amerigos.
The first humans to occupy this continent.
All I know is if that's your lineage and you spend more than, I don't know, 10 seconds of your life thinking about it, you're wasting your life. You're wasting your life. I think most don't care, but,
They don't, yeah.
The Northeast woodland tribes often referred to America, before America was called America, Turtle Island.
Okay, well, there you go.
So we celebrate Turtle Island.
I want to be first turtle.
Well, and so, like, the great amphibian who took over the reptile world of the turtle land and the island played the hacky sack, but their legs were too short, so they used acorns.
Oh, you're like a whole historian.
And but the first native peoples,
first turtle,
Aboriginal indigenous folks, they came here over the Bering Land Strait and killed all the red-haired giants with the double rows of teeth.
Now wait a minute.
No, they did.
Now we're getting
they
into
killed.
something else.
Yeah, they killed all the red-haired giants.
And they were the first turtle island.
What
did the giants?
Alien people?
What did the giants?
The aliens were here first. They built the pyramids.
The Elohim.
I'd like to go down like a whole thing where your whole brain knows nothing but all of those stories, and so one has to follow the other. Well, I don't know. You can't say. I think we have to
building an entire history based on only conspiracy.
Yeah,
That would be really cool.
and also like urban mythology and like everything.
All of it.
Yeah, all of it together. We go. We stole the land from the aliens.
We stole it from
Obviously.
the dinosaurs.
I was going to say, where did the dinosaurs fit into this?
And then
thing?
like the origin of Sasquatch and all
Yes.
those ones, like they all sort of start within the history.
Yeah.
We could really, that'd be really cool to do.
Because probably what they killed off all the Sasquatches. There's only a couple left.
Yep.
That's why you only see one at a time now.
They stopped shaving their
Yeah.
bodies. The old one, the originals.
They used to shave their bodies.
Well, see, it's like Land of the Lost, because when they found Enoch, the gold slee stack, they thought maybe that he was from the future and the slee stacks that were green were from the past. But it blows your mind because they were the evolution of what the society used to be.
I love that show.
Collapsed even.
When I was a kid, man. Land of the Lost.
I love that.
I love that show too. I look at it now and I go, what were you
It's
thinking?
so weird looking. It's like
It's a weird Saturday. I was watching you watch this guy that does the TV flops. Like he goes over every
Yeah, I
season.
love that guy. Yeah.
No, it's fantastic. Well, he did a one that was a little bit different, and I was watching it today. It's that period of time in the late 70s and through the 80s where popular television shows, they made cartoons out of them.
Yeah.
But they made one out of Laverne and Shirley, and they were in the army.
It was horrible.
And a cartoon pig was their I don't know, lieutenant or leader. And then there was one where they took the Happy Days gang, and they were they would get into a time machine that was out of control and go all over the
dinosaur.
No, literally, he
I know,
showed a
I
clip.
remember it.
He shows a clip where the time machine's leaving in 10 seconds, and Fonzie's still kissing the caveman girl.
I gotta go.
I don't even remember these things. It's unreal. All right. What's your name? English Nick.
Yeah, I guess we didn't get to any of those complaints that you mentioned at the top of the show, but
Oh, we didn't. Well, if you stick around, then you can be a part
I
of it.
can't today.
Yeah, I know. You're too busy.
you got to talk money with Wes Moxley or something.
You got to slow. I don't know, 50-50.
He's coming.
Okay.
He's coming. He texted me.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Get the hell out, English Nick.
Don't
We
do
don't
it.
need you.
Don't need me here.
Thank you very much, English Nick. Have a great week.
Thanks, you too.
Are you sacking? Are you sacking yet?
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs, pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation, with the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you, with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
We're seeing all the signs. Pollen counts are high. Fewer mornings are chilly. Step by step, we are headed to summer. This is Scott Slade, and the team at Ragsdale Heating and Air wants you to be ready for the hot and humid days we know are ahead. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier home comfort system. And don't forget the spring savings extend far beyond the big season change with Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. That's zero repair cost till 2041. Ragsdale's a name I know you could trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. How do I know? I've used a lot of those services, and they have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. I've been a Ragsdale customer for years. I always come away impressed with their friendly, quality service. A lot of these Ragsdale guys have been with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. So take advantage of this great deal. Schedule your visit online at ragsdaleair.com or give one of their friendly customer service reps a call. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, you could save a few bucks on your power bill starting next month.
Rate cuts are likely coming in June. Georgia Power spokesman Matthew Kent says if the State Public Service Commission signs off on a new agreement in 2 cases filed earlier this year, there will be more savings than they originally projected, totaling just over $4 a month for the typical customer.
This rate savings will help going forward, but an additional savings would be anything that you can do to use less energy through the summer.
He says that includes sealing windows and doors and controlling the thermostat. Kent says they were able to save a little on storm and fuel recovery costs and pass those savings on to customers. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
74 degrees in Atlanta. What are the chances for some rain tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Governor Kemp makes a few changes as he signs the state's $36 billion spending plan today. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
In his revisions, Governor Kemp says he's cut $300 million in new state spending to make up for revenue shortfalls brought on by the new state income tax cut.
Let me be clear. We're talking about new spending. We aren't making any cuts to or rolling back any parts of current programs.
Kemp says the changes are necessary to keep the state on sound fiscal footing. The measure still fully funds education, makes investments in public safety and community health. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
One of the passengers who may have been exposed to hantavirus on a cruise ship tests negative for the virus while at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta. 2 passengers were taken to Emory on Monday. The other did not show any symptoms. 16 other Americans evacuated from the ship are at a facility in Nebraska. All of them are currently asymptomatic. The World Health Organization says the outbreak includes 11 reported cases worldwide, 9 of which are confirmed. The overall tally includes 3 people from the cruise ship who died. The first criminal conviction tied to the massive First Liberty Building and Loan Ponzi scheme.
Even as investors continue to try to recover their losses, First Liberty founder Brant Frost IV pleads guilty in federal court to 1 count of wire fraud. Last year, federal regulators accused the firm of operating a $140 million Ponzi scheme that targeted conservative and faith-based investors across Georgia and beyond. Frost went on YouTube to market the company as a pro-Christian firm that could offer bridge loans. Sentencing is set for August 14th with a 14-year term recommended. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
The man accused of stealing unreleased Beyonce music before her concert in Atlanta last year pleads guilty.
Kelvin Evans is sentenced to 5 years with 2 in prison and the rest on probation. After a bit of confusion, Evans enters guilty pleas to 1 felony count of entering an automobile with intent to commit theft and 1 misdemeanor count of criminal trespass. Investigators say Beyonce's choreography team called 911 last summer to report Evans stole unreleased music and other items from a rented vehicle in an Atlanta parking lot. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
DeKalb County commissioners once again put off a vote on guidelines for data centers. Commissioner Ladina Bolton explains why there's another delay.
The recent suggestions that you guys have provided and incorporate those things into the text amendment, because we've all agreed that it just isn't ready yet.
The plan is to establish a definition, regulatory guidelines, and standards for data centers. The next opportunity to vote is June 23rd. Some comments from the public today expressed frustration with the delays. Another county says it needs more time to study all things related to data centers. Rockdale County has extended its moratorium through September 8th. They say they will use that time to gather more public input. The Atlanta Braves will honor late manager Bobby Cox in a special way for the rest of the season.
The team is going to be wearing number 6 on the back of the cap, embroidered. Beautiful, subtle.
Braves Chairman Terry McGurk says they'll also hold a moment of silence tonight at Truist Park for Cox and Ted Turner, the former Braves owner, who also died last week. McGurk says he considers Cox Braves royalty. It is 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Checking the ride to the northern suburbs, Bill. You're crowded 85 northbound out of DeKalb into Gwinnett County. Chamblee Tucker delays continue passing Jimmy Carter Boulevard, then not too bad up into Duluth and Swanee. 400 northbound. Those brake lights find you at I-285 up to Holcomb Bridge Road, exit 7. 75 northbound. Just a few scattered brake lights. Really not a terrible ride between Marietta, Kennesaw, and Ackworth. And so speaking of, forgot about this one. Had a crash in Gwinnett County. I just watched it clear. This is on Highway 20 Beaver Drive southbound at Mall of Georgia Boulevard. All lanes are back open. Still some brake lights back up toward Plunkett's Road, but that should start to improve. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. The clouds will eventually drift away and some sunshine through this afternoon. High 75. The east breeze gusting 20 miles per hour. Lows tonight in the low 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm. High 81. Cooling down on Thursday with breezy conditions. High 76.
Right now, 72 in Sandy Springs, 72 in Douglasville, and 71 in Hampton. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And look who's here. He's putting his glasses on. He's getting ready to be professorial. This Wes Moss, who wants you to retire happier and sooner and better and what?
Hey, that all sounds good to me.
And whatever you do, don't talk about his looks because Autumn's going to get you, okay?
I know, believe me, I'm avoiding it.
No, I'm allowed to talk about that.
I'm pushing it. I'm pushing it down into my subconscious.
It's going to come out.
Well, hopefully
somehow.
not on the air. That's all I could do. Hopefully not while I'm driving on 400. Who knows when it could? I got to hold it in. I was going to say sit on it, but that would not. No, that should
sit on it.
Sit on it, dinosaur.
Hey. Did you ever watch the Happy Days in Space time travel show? Cartoon? Do you remember this cartoon?
I do not.
Yeah, neither do I. But I
remember Fonzie when I was a little kid.
Yeah, Fonzie. Yeah, the regular Happy Days, of course.
I remember the regular ones. I remember the Jetsons, but not those two combined.
Here's the other one. Here's the other one. The Jetsons people. With the Jetsons sort of set, there was the Partridge Family AD 2022. And it was a cartoon.
It's funny that 2022 was way out into the future.
No, I think it was more than that. Maybe it was...
AD 2200.
Oh, 2200, right. Because it was in the Jetsons world. And it didn't last long. But they had like the multicolored space car.
Wow.
Space bus or whatever.
It looks just like the Jetsons.
I think it was made by Hanna-Barbera. So, all right, Wes Moss.
Inflation?
Inflation is the top economic story of the day, I believe. Can you explain to people what's going on?
I think you're finally getting the pull through from oil prices. So I would say in the least surprising economic news of the day, inflation is up. Mm-hmm. We had gasoline prices, fuel prices, jet prices, everything from lipstick to golf balls, of course, impacted by the price of petroleum, but it happens very quickly when it comes to fuel. And of course, April really bore the brunt of that. So that flowed through to the headline CPI and core CPI, both higher and hotter than expected.
Consumer Price Index.
CPI, Consumer Price Index. There's also the PCE, the Personal Consumption Expenditures. The Fed looks at that too. It's another way to monitor inflation, but those are really the two. And if you end up with 3.8% in inflation and the Fed target is 2%, that's way off the mark. Now, if you exclude food and energy, it's less. It was like 2.7, 2.8. So it's still hotter than we want it to be. But the inflation number, the CPI number that includes food and energy, as we can imagine, was unsurprisingly jumped pretty dramatically over last year and over the month.
You said something there that maybe will get Trump's attention, because I don't think he cares. I mean, it's not like he has to fill up the beast. He doesn't have to go to a gas station and fill up his vehicle.
It's electric.
But you tell me that this has started to affect the price of golf balls? This might get his attention.
It's funny. I read that this morning. I think it was the Wall Street Journal had an article about it. And I'm always looking, because it's very widely known that oil is part of everything, right? The petroleum products and plastics. But every time I say that, I think it's hard to envision this barrel of thick crude oil that makes its way into the cereal cases that we
just
we open up.
The luncheon meats and just everything.
It is everything. But I just read today for the first time, I don't know why I've never seen this before, but golf balls. And I was like, well, that's easy to remember. And yes, that makes sense.
We're going to end the war immediately. Golf balls are high. Golf balls. Golf.
But that's... Again, that's what the worry at the Fed is. And what do you do if inflation is high and the economy's not rocketing on all cylinders? Well, you kind of have to raise rates to cure inflation, but you don't want to raise rates when the economy's not doing well.
Yeah, so we're in a fix.
That's where we get stuck in what is called, we had dramatically in the 1970s, which was high inflation and low economic growth, and you ended up with stagflation. Because the economy was stagnant, but we had lots of inflation. Now, we're not there yet, but that's the trend of today's number.
Thankfully, there's a roadmap, though. I was alive in those days, and Gerald Ford, President Ford, he solved that problem with buttons that had 3 letters on it, WIN, and that was whip inflation now. Do you remember this?
No, I do not.
Younger than I am.
And it worked.
Yeah, of course. So they mass
not
produced.
Not the best acronym.
They produced all
whip inflation. By golly.
No, it's whip inflation now. And so then they manufactured all these buttons that people would wear, and that's as I recall, the economy did get better. It might have had something to do with like Reagan's first 2 years or something.
Well, the coating on those buttons was clearly made out of petroleum products.
That's right. That's right.
But
I do remember a time when I was about 10 years old when if you wanted to fill up your tank, it was based on even and odd license plate numbers. On one day it would be even, other day odd. So I don't know how close. If this stretched out another 6, 7, 8 months, I don't know. Maybe we'd be in that same kind of situation.
Did they embargo us then? Did OPEC embargo the U.S.?
Yeah, I'm not real sure how we got into that jam.
I don't think we're not going to have an oil shortage. That's not going to be the issue. The issue is that it becomes too expensive for the average American to buy, and what they have to sacrifice in order to fill up their tanks.
And a bunch of companies go out of business because of that.
Yeah, we're not going to not have enough oil.
Oh, so as long as you're willing to spend $8 a gallon,
correct,
go for it.
If you want to live in California. But these are the numbers. CPI headline 3.8 and month over month 0.6, and that's just from last month. The 3.8 is over last year, but that includes food and energy, and that's 40%. It's a 40% jump in energy prices, 30% in gas prices over the past year. Fuel oil is up over 50%. So that's the reality of what Americans are facing right now. And look, how many times have we heard that the war's over and the Strait will open?
Jared's calling it a cease war. Yes. And that's what I'm calling it, a cease war.
That's a great name.
I don't know if did you read that somewhere?
No, I just literally thought of it earlier.
All right, let's have a round of applause. Cease war.
So we're in right now.
I don't know what the hell's going on there. I don't know how long it's going to last. Who knows? It just seems surreal to me, the whole thing. It doesn't seem like other wars that we've been in. But
now the market's still, remember, done pretty well. I mean, we had a...
Well, that's what Trump keeps saying, because he doesn't. He thinks that's the whole economy. Shelley was just playing some audio for me of him just, he's like, the stock market's up, and that's all that matters.
Here's what's so there's good and bad here. One, earnings are really good, and that is the fundamental backdrop of why stocks should be up, and they're up dramatically. They were supposed to be up 12, 13% this year. Looks like they're going to be up 23%, which is an incredible jump. It's really almost a historic.
How much of that is AI?
Rise. That's the problem. And if you look at where the market was in February relative to today, the defensive, let's say the broader part of the market, so think healthcare, financials, industrials, staples, consumer staples, they have recovered, but they're still about where they were when the war started. Mm-hmm. What has propelled the market higher is back to the handful of names that are AI driven, and tech over the past month has had a huge run. So the market is the S&P 500 is largely driven by tech because it's almost 40%.
Yeah. That's the thing, is we all have to cross our fingers. I'm not going to give an editorial what I think, but you agree with me. If AI turned out to be a bubble and it burst within the next few months while we were still in the middle of this thing, we would be in, because can we start printing money again? You
need an ROI on AI in order for this market to have legs. Yeah. That's just the bottom line. And it won't be, I don't know if it's a one day, but it will be. That's the question everyone continues to ask. When are we going to get a payback for the $750 billion that's spent?
They need
this
a product that everybody wants.
And the $1.2 trillion that's going to be spent next year, the $1.4 trillion the next year. And you've made this point. It's a lot of money that has come back into the fold to make all of that worth it.
And then at some point, people aren't going to invest in the next round, although they still seem quite willing. I do not understand how someone like Mark Zuckerberg leads his company into an $85 billion loss on something, the metaverse, that he said was going to be the future. And then he goes back to investors and says, I know what the future looks like. And they just open up the coffers and give it to him again. I don't think we've lived through a time in economic history where even if like Mark Zuckerberg, you were the founder of the company. I think in the old days, you get kicked out of that company. Remember, Steve Jobs got kicked out of Apple because things weren't going all that well. And they brought in the Pepsi guy because they thought he could do better with, right. And it didn't work out. But famously. I'm just saying, it's got to be the first period in history where you could build your company up, place a bet on $85 billion, lose it completely, shut down the product, and then go back to investors with a vision of the future, and they give you more money. It's insane.
The Facebook royalty checks just keep coming in, though. That's the difference.
It's the ad. It's the regular good old-fashioned business.
I know, but they're investing. The original hit.
But they're investing in the AI vision. It's at some point, whatever. Right now, we better hope that these investors just keep giving them money, because if they don't, it's going to get ugly. Right? We got to get out of this Iran thing. We got to get our economy back into some sort of shape in order to be able to handle. We can't start printing money again if the bubble bursts now.
Well, the new Fed chairman Kevin Warsh, he's very against that.
Yeah. Yeah, what happens though when things crash is
true.
Throw money from helicopters. It keeps the riots away. Am I right? Throw money from helicopters.
That's all you need to do. And that's what we've been doing more and more ever since 2008.
Yeah. Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says it's already a full house through downtown.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric, Wes, all the doctrinaires. Yeah, it is slow through downtown. And just to add insult to injury, just found a new crash. It's heading northbound, 7585 northbound Peachtree Pine Street, exit 249 to B. Fire rescue with it. They're in a couple of right lanes, making a slow ride even slower from University Avenue. Southbound, not any better. You're stacked in from the 85-400 merge. 75 south brake lights finding you around Howell Mill Northside Drive. Not going to find any relief from that until you get down to I-20. Traffic brought to you by CummonsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick in under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CummonsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple T in traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Start your workday.
This isn't a black and white story, and there are a lot of unanswered questions. That's my initial take.
Mark Arum.
Leaned over because I can't see out of the icy window.
Getting you through your morning.
It might be the end of the day. A question of, do the ends justify the means?
Mark Arum.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Not all foundation repair companies measure up.
I'm Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and we set the industry standards for quality.
There's Ramjack, and then everyone else. Google Atlanta Ramjack.
Ramjack.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Unmatched coverage of local breaking news. First on the scene, working sources, getting the facts, and showing you the impact. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's George Estevez. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News every day at 4, 5, and 6.
When it comes to defending downed bikers' rights, trust is everything and results matter. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler for Steel Horse Law, local motorcycle injury attorneys who ride. They specialize in protecting bikers who've been hurt. The mega firms will send an investigator or a paralegal, not a lawyer. With Steel Horse Law, you'll meet directly with your own attorney to get you back on your feet, medical bills paid, back to work, and your case resolved. Schedule your free accident evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atlanta's best plumbers call Deep Dive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll have your pipes working again. DeepDivePlumbing.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate. And there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Atlanta at 404-480-9606, 404-480-9606. That's 404-480-9606. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationatlanta.com.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor, call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
All right, Wes Moss. There's a story I don't really understand. I haven't, and maybe you can explain it to me. GameStop made a bid to take over eBay. Now, my feeling about GameStop, it was like a meme stock for a while. So the news story is eBay rejects GameStop's $56 billion takeover bid calling it neither credible nor attractive. Now that we're at that point in the story, what the hell went on here?
It's actually one of the most entertaining interviews I've ever seen.
I was on CNBC or something?
It was incredible.
This is GameStop CEO?
Yeah, the CEO, Ryan Cohen, he didn't have an answer for why he's doing that, because there's a simple answer. And the simple answer is they can issue more stock, and if enough people have a love for GameStop, they can continue to buy more stock on issuance, which just dilutes the company. It's but you almost some let's call it consumer bases and fan bases will participate in that.
This is in the meme stock kind of arena.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a real company. It's not a growth company, but they have a ton of money on their balance sheet because they've sold stock over the years and they've collected huge amounts of cash, and it's sitting on the balance sheet. So they've got an enterprise value of, let's call it, I'm not looking at the numbers, but let's round number $10 billion because they have lots of cash. They were going to borrow another 20, but that only gets them to 30 billion. And then essentially to get to 56 billion, they would have had to issue a bunch more stock, dilute everybody. So it's not realistic. And he just kept saying, the commentators, well, how are you guys doing this? I'm like, you're 10 billion and this is 50 billion. They're 5x your size. How's this possible? And he just kept saying, the information's on our website. It's half stock, half cash. Half stock, half cash. And they're like, well, can you understand? But how does this get the money?
Yeah.
He goes, it's half stock, half cash. I don't know what you don't understand. How do you not understand?
Because I never really quite understood the meme stock things. GameStop are stores, usually in malls, right? But they're attached. My understanding is to physical media, which is dying. So what do they do? You don't walk into a store to buy a new game.
There's nostalgia there. There's the love of a brand.
It's not just video games. It's,
cards.
It's cards.
Oh, they've gotten into that.
Plushies. It's shirts.
And it depends. If it's a collector's game, too, you'll go in there and you will actually buy the physical copy of the game.
Okay, all right. And also, but those kind of seem like, you could have had that at Spencer's Gifts, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's
I don't think Spencer's Gifts would try to $56 billion takeover.
What may separate that as a company, and again, I don't own this stock. I never have.
Right.
It's not something that I'm even informed on because I haven't been to a GameStop for probably 12 years since one of my kids wanted to go.
That's like me. Like when my youngest was like 10, that's the last time I was in there.
It's really different now. It's really shifted into more, like I said, like getting Pokemon cards and collectible things and like figures.
But
and things.
How do you get $56 billion out of that
Well,
to
you don't
buy? Right?
You don't.
Right.
And they didn't, and they won't likely be able to do that. But there is a brand loyalty there of people that do love the nostalgia of the brand. They love what the brand has done over time, and people are willing to buy the stock.
That's not a growth business.
No.
That's not a growth business. That's nostalgia that's got a piece. That's a niche business that can be managed in a economy of scale, right? That's where it belongs. Managed inside of an economy of scale, right? It doesn't make sense to me.
To put you guys on the spot here, George, great job here, buddy. He just grabbed some of that audio. We might be able to play it on the other side. Some of the GameStop CEO arguing. Play it on the other side?
Can you stick around?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll do that.
At 426, better news downtown. Crash just cleared. All lanes open. 75-85 northbound up at Peachtree. Pine Street still slow behind it from University Avenue. And you're stacked up on I-20 eastbound all the way from Wesley Chapel Road out to a crash before Turner Hill Road in Lithonia, blocking at least one lane. Might want to jump up. Use Covington Highway to avoid the delays. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know you want a luxurious deck, but you're feeling overwhelmed with so many options. It's enough to make your head spin. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors. Maybe you know exactly what your dream deck looks like. We can build that. If not, we offer design help and expert guidance to create a beautiful, high-quality deck that you'll enjoy every day. Decks done differently, decks done right, with exceptional customer service at a reasonable price. Get your free estimate, Google Nelson Exteriors.
In a time when everything feels political, one place must rise above it all. The courtroom, where the law rules and integrity matters. In 2020, Georgians came together, electing a justice who believes in protecting our courts.
I'm Georgia Supreme Court Justice Sarah Warren, and here's what I believe. I believe in the rule of law, the separation of powers, and a judge's limited role to interpret the law as written. I believe in a nonpartisan judiciary, impartial judges who don't advocate for political positions or outcomes. I believe in deciding cases without bias or favor, treating everyone with dignity and respect. As a justice on your Supreme Court, I've upheld these values. With your support, we'll maintain the integrity of our courts.
Vote to re-elect Justice Sarah Warren. Vote early starting April 27th or on Election Day, May 19th. Paid for by Georgians for Justice Warren, Inc.
I love my home, and so does TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. I'm Chris Chandler with local owner Josh Brooker. You love our home so much, Josh, you made it your jingle.
Yep, when you love something, you treat it right.
And what does that mean for your customers?
TE Certified will always provide a 5-star customer service experience because we know that the most important thing in the home is the customer.
TE certified, we love your home.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story: with inflation numbers spiking since the start of the war with Iran, correspondent Karen Travers reports President Trump makes it clear what his top priority is.
President Trump Tuesday said Americans' financial situation was not even a little bit of a motivating factor for him to reach a deal to end the 11-week war in Iran, despite the inflation report out today.
The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing.
I asked the president to clarify. Is he not considering the financial impact of this war on Americans? He again said the most important thing by far is Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Asked about the pressure on Americans now with higher prices, he told me every American understands.
74 degrees in Atlanta. Could we see a few showers tomorrow? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. You may save a few bucks on your power bill starting this summer. Georgia Power's Matthew Kent says they've managed to find new savings after their original filing with the Public Service Commission staff back in February.
Part of this agreement offers $285 million in annual savings for Georgia Power customers, which equates to about $4 a month or a little less than $50 a year.
If the PSC signs off on the plan, customers will see the savings on their June bills. Atlanta is on the way to reaching its 5-year goal of delivering more affordable housing.
More than 3 years after setting an ambitious goal, Atlanta Housing President and CEO Terry Lee says they are 88% of the way towards securing 10,000 affordable housing units, and it's having an impact.
Our legacy will not stop with the homes we build, but we will be judged by the lives that we change.
Numbers from Atlanta Housing showed last year they created more than 1,100 new affordable housing units and invested over $100 million in property acquisitions to put them closer to their overall goal. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
We have an update on the 2 cruise ship passengers who are in Atlanta at Emory after being exposed to hantavirus. We told you that one of the patients had symptoms, and now the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services says that person is tested negative for the virus. Nebraska health officials say all 16 Americans being monitored in Omaha remain asymptomatic. News about your health: scientists are working on a vaccine that could extend the lives of people with certain types of brain cancers.
Researchers say the DNA-based vaccine created by taking samples of a patient's tumor is safe and prolong patients' overall survival. Neurosurgeon scientist Dr. Albert Kim says glioblastoma research is at an inflection point.
Most of the people who received the vaccine had evidence of an immune reaction that we wanted to see against the brain tumor.
The Phase 1 clinical trial is published in the journal Nature Cancer. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A dispute over a wallet leads to multiple shots being fired near the Greyhound bus station in downtown Atlanta. Police say 3 men have been arrested in connection with the incident early this morning. 2 of the people involved are in the hospital in stable condition. A bystander was grazed by a bullet and is okay. The shooting happened in the area of Forsyth Street across from the bus station and the Garnett MARTA station. 2 new college technology programs are approved by Georgia's Board of Regents today.
Kennesaw State University will be the first Georgia institution to offer both undergraduate and graduate degrees in financial technologies. Both the online and in-person programs will start in the fall. The new degree builds on strong student interest in financial technologies known as fintech. Enrollment in those courses at KSU has more than quadrupled since 2021. Also this fall, Georgia College and State University will be rolling out a new 100% online master's degree in AI strategy. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
After several weeks of wildfires, the state forester today lifts the burn ban for all Georgia counties. South Georgia's 2 largest wildfires are now 90% contained. There are still local burn restrictions in place, with Metro Atlanta's annual burn ban in effect through October 1st. It is 4:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Not enjoying the ride if you're on I-20 eastbound outside the perimeter into DeKalb. It is bumper to bumper from Wesley Chapel Road out to a crash. Been blocking at least one lane between Evans Mill and Turner Hill Road. You can always jump up north of there and use Covington Highway as an alternate. I-20 westbound also seeing the brake lights starting just before Panola Road over to Wesley Chapel. On the West Freeway, 20 westbound, some scattered brake lights the whole way, leaving the downtown connector out to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Some eastbound delays find you right around Riverside Parkway. And once you get past Fulton Industrial Boulevard, the right lane's going to stay slow getting over to 285, but much better once you reach inside the perimeter toward downtown. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Fair skies and breezy for this evening. Overnight lows in the mid-50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm in the evening hours. Tomorrow's high around 81. Thursday, sunny and breezy, cooling down to the mid-70s.
Right now, 71 in Tucker, 73 in Waleska, and 72 in Stockbridge. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law is the most experienced local law firm to protect your rights.
The garage door springs that come standard with most homes don't last. And when they fail, it's not just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello at A1 Garage Door Service. Our springs are the toughest in the industry, backed by our lifetime warranty. That's right. Fix them once and you're covered for life. Don't risk your family's safety or your peace of mind. Let A1 replace your springs before they become a problem. From repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one.
A1 from day one.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's Y-O-U-R wealth.com.
There isn't a room in your house that doesn't need to be organized. Dave Baker here for Artisan Custom Closets. Look around. The master closet, you still have wire racks. The pantry, there's graham crackers in the middle shelf from 2012. Your mud room, why can you only find 3 dirty shoes in there? 3! Your garage? Please. That can all be fixed, though. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master designer at artisancustomclosets.com. Get organized and reward yourself with affordable luxury.
You got this. Come on. Come on, a little bit more.
Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center, using advanced treatments to relieve pain and get you back to living life without limits. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
You can't have a healthy home with bugs and critters running around. That's why families trust Breda to keep their homes protected and truly healthy.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
All right. So we have that. Wes Moss said that this was. Well, how did you describe it? The weirdest, the funniest,
kind of one of the most awkward.
Yeah, CEO conversations on CNBC.
Right. Usually, the CEOs are super buttoned up. They're super prepared
Because they know they could lose a lot of money. And you say the wrong thing.
But again, this is a little bit of what the company was trying to do.
Let's go back. GameStop was trying to take over eBay with a $56 billion, but they're only worth $10 billion.
That's about right.
And
so
they're
trying to buy. It'd be the equivalent, like a goldfish trying to eat a giant shark.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense.
And so the CEO...
Possible. It's possible.
Little bites. So the CEO was on CNBC, and there was a guy, I know that guy you're talking about, Ross Sorkin.
Andrew Ross Sorkin.
Yeah, and so he's trying to get the CEO to tell him how this is going to happen, and it gets awkward.
But we're still off by, call it 16. And the 20... As far as I understand,
as in billion.
While it's considered a highly confident letter, meaning TD saying they're highly confident that they would provide the financing, it's not locked financing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
What?
I hear you. I understand that. I'm just trying to understand where the rest of the money would come from.
Half cash, half stock.
I hear you. I'm just saying that math doesn't get you to the price that you're offering.
So,
Brian, that's a pretty straightforward question. I don't get it. Like, where's the rest of the money coming from? Andrew laid it out pretty clearly.
I don't understand your question. We're offering half cash, half stock, and we have the ability to issue stock in order to get the deal done. But the full details of the offer are on our website.
But you're on our air. We thought we'd get...
So, but I don't understand your question.
Sounds like Jim Florentine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Gonna take an upper decker.
He's gonna burp. He's gonna burp soon. Wow.
Again, one of the. It's funny that
was super awkward.
The best part.
It's even more awkward now that I hear it a second time.
Yes.
But when I was watching it, I was thinking, wait a minute, are they have a communication problem?
Maybe it was like a delay or something.
Delay.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Because he wasn't in the studio. He was.
I'm not getting. It's not picking up. But you just don't see. You don't see interviews like that on.
The best part.
Check our website.
The best part, I think, is when she's
defending it. Becky Quick comes in to kind of help her friend anchor. That's like, hey, he just asked you an easy question.
No, and he says. It's on the website. My favorite thing that she said was, yeah, but you're here right now.
Right,
Yeah.
that's why you're on the air. It's incredible.
Brian, that's a pretty straightforward question. I don't get it. Like, where's the rest of the money coming from? Andrew laid it out pretty clearly.
I don't understand your question. We're offering half cash, half stock, and we have the ability to issue stock in order to get the deal done. But the full details of the offer are on our website.
I'm Bobby Fletcher.
But you're on our air. We thought we'd get...
Yeah, you're on our air now. So we thought we didn't know you'd come on television to tell us to go to the website.
It's like Martha Stewart going on TV and being like, just follow me online.
Yeah. The recipe's there.
Yeah.
Was he stoned? I mean, he sounds like, I don't know. He doesn't even sound like you think you're pitching an idea.
It's probably gaming.
Yeah, maybe he gamed all night the night before.
That's what it was.
Maybe he was doing that as he was doing the interview.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
He's famously weird, though, from what I understand.
Well, he embraced the meme stock thing, where I think that a lot of CEOs probably would have thought this is great in the short term, but it's not going to be good in the long term. But I don't know enough about meme stocks or why people invest in them. Is it just novelty? We want GameStop not to go out of business. Is that it? That's not a growth. That's not a growth. That's not a plan.
In some cases, it's a little bit like that. And what the detail there, and this is a rare thing for a company to be able to do, is he said we can just sell more shares. But just remember, there's no printing press. There's no, when you're a publicly traded company, you can't just say, oh, well, I need an extra 10 billion and I'm just going to sell more shares of my company, because technically then what you would do is you'd cut the share price. You would dilute everybody.
I always like my example in these kind of cases for people. My simple example is, imagine there's only one stick in the world and you need sticks. So that one stick is going to be the most valuable thing in the world, right? For as long as there's only one stick and there's a demand for sticks, it's going to cost a lot of money. And then if they innovated something where all of a sudden there were 3,000 sticks, that first stick's value gets diluted and goes way down, right? So
that's similar.
That's my little simple kind of thing. If you hold stock, if they say, hey, we're going to sell a bunch more stock, then they can do that. But the value of each you hold,
stick, if you will,
each stick is diluted.
Right, unless the company is growing. But if
Right.
the company's stagnant and it's the same nominal value, if there's 100 shares, it's a very different price if there's 1 billion shares.
My stick worth more than your stick. Come take stick.
Hey, I saw the Happy Days where Fonzie fought the caveman for the stick. In outer space.
I know somebody that worked for him at GameStop, and they did some recruiting, and he wasn't pleased with their job, so he went on Twitter after gaining a ton of followers through the meme stock stuff, and said, "We're looking for the best of the best in such and such department. Reach out to this person," and added her. And it was like, mayhem, because thousands of people flooded into her DMs, and it was a mess. But
So
it was,
I don't know,
so
there's something I'm missing there. So you're saying
a
that
douchey thing to do,
Oh,
It's just
she had no idea.
As the CEO, she had no idea that this was going to happen. And he puts her on blast.
Well, you know what happens? I think some of these people fancy themselves, like that guy who took that submarine down and imploded. Like some of these
OceanGate guy,
some of these people, they fancy themselves to be Elon Musk of the world or Zuckerberg's, and they don't. And they look at them and they go, well, they're erratic. And they wait. Look at Trump. He just tweets at whatever time in the morning, and he's president. But they don't. They think that they're major league, but they're minor league.
Yeah, but this guy. But we do have to remember that there is some irreverence to him as a business leader, and he has done well.
Right.
This is a very wealthy guy. It's at one point, this was a growing company. He has raised a bunch of cash and he created a brand and raised a bunch of cash. So they actually have plenty of money to last for a long time. They're just trying to figure out a way to grow again.
They didn't do it.
He may not be Elon Musk, but he's
right. But they didn't do what Netflix did, which is they saw streaming coming. Netflix they used to mail you a DVD and you mailed it
It's
back.
a little bit like saying, well, this guy's not as good as Michael Jordan.
No, okay, but
he's not Michael Jordan.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
No,
Wait
he's
a minute.
not.
Wait.
Okay.
I'll push back on that.
Pick the most successful business example of all time.
No, he saw it happen. He saw it happen with Netflix, and he didn't see the death of physical media coming. And GameStop could have been a name in streaming had they been as visionary as Netflix. I'm not saying they can be as big, but the example had happened where one company had gotten through it and Blockbuster didn't. So the example was already there. Wes Moss, tell people how they can get more Wes Moss.
Okay, right here on the Von Hessler Doctrine, typically on Tuesdays,
Yes.
or Money Matters right here on WSB Radio, 9 to 11. And then, of course, at Your Wealth, that's YOUR wealth.com.
Very
I'm,
nice.
I'm still proudly a GameStop Pro member. Thank you very
Well,
much.
I'm glad that you are, and I hope that they last forever. But they're not going to take over $60 billion companies. That's all I'm saying. Thanks a lot, Wes.
Thanks,
Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-20 in Lithonia.
Yeah, messy on I-20 on the east side of town. Eric, this crash been with us for a while, 20 eastbound before Turner Hill Road, and that's why it's extra slow all the way back to Wesley Chapel. You can head up and use Covington Highway as an alternate if you so choose. I-20 westbound is also jammed from the mall at Stonecrest over to a left lane stall at Wesley Chapel Road. And just off the phone with traffic trooper Jerry, he told me about this stall in West Atlanta. I see it. Stalled Big Rig blocking the I-20 westbound exit ramp to Langhorne Street, exit 54. No through lanes are blocked, but it is putting a little bit extra pressure on the ride of I-20 West as you leave the downtown connector. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's morning begins at 95.5 WSB.
Lawmakers gathering in downtown Atlanta to talk about new legislation.
Make your morning commute a lot more tolerable.
Well, the search is on for a suspect after a shooting inside a Family Dollar store in Decatur.
Everything you need to know before you start your day.
Think about whatever you're doing in life, if you can, living on less than what you make.
Tomorrow starting at 5. Wake up with 95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta starts its day.
You never know when it's going to hit the fan, because septic emergencies don't wait. So neither do we. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. Whenever you need us, 24/7 we'll be there with upfront pricing and high-quality work. We're licensed, insured, and highly reviewed.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. Belinda here, and I'm with Larry, who took me up on an offer from Virtual Imaging, and he had his life saved not once, but twice.
So we went up for a free body scan, me and my wife, and we also joined the going up there every other year. I had an aneurysm in my liver, had no signs and symptoms of it, didn't feel bad. I just wanted, to have a checkup. That's the first time they saved my life. Me and my wife go up there at the same time after 2 years, and that's when they found the heart blockage. 99% blockage in my aorta. I was a walking heart attack. Well, 2 stents later.
So what would you tell people who are on the fence about going to Virtual Imaging?
Go to Virtual Imaging, then go see a doctor. Go up there, they do brain all the way down to your little toe.
Folks, what are you waiting for? Book an appointment with Virtual Imaging today for a free heart scan with few minimum requirements. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
Hey, listen, it's that Rick Jackson again.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang. I know, right?
What do you have, Sugar?
I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
Oh, he's tough. No tolerance for criminal illegals, no woke ideology.
No more do-nothing career politicians.
The man escaped the projects and built one of Georgia's most successful businesses. Plus, he's big-time pro-Trump. And he wants to cut our property taxes. Like, for real.
Shush, y'all. Here comes the good part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Amen to that.
Conservative Rick Jackson for Georgia.
I just love that Cheetos part.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
If your home has musty odors, uneven floors, or high energy bills, the problem is likely right beneath your feet. When your crawl space is compromised, everything feels the impact. That's why homeowners trust American Crawl Space Solutions. From crawl space encapsulation and waterproofing to foundation repair, we give honest recommendations without high-pressure sales tactics. Get a free inspection today at AmericanCrawlSpaceSolutions.com.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Well, I'll tell you more about it, Tim, when we get another break.
When what?
When we get, it's a silly thing.
What?
Well, because you're not in the studio, you didn't hear it. Jared was here, he just ignored us.
I just got back in the studio.
That's right.
You know what we're giving away? Giving away some Journey tickets coming up here in just a little bit.
Oh, my God.
Don't go anywhere.
That's not what we were talking about.
You weren't talking about Journey.
Man, why can't we win them Journey tickets?
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, well,
What, just because I work here?
I got to
can't-
wait till the last day when they put the email out, and I got to, a lottery or something. I want to win.
What in the world? What's going on with, since we just have a little bit here, what is going on with this rollout of the NFL schedule? This seems stranger to me than usual.
Yeah,
First
it's
of all,
so
it was
weird.
pushed back a week. It was supposed to happen last week. They pushed it back a week, and there's speculation from like the Mike Florios of the world that they pushed it back a week to find out if Aaron Rodgers would make up his mind as to whether or not it's going to be the quarterback of the Steelers. Because if Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback of the Steelers, they'll probably win some games, perhaps get a playoff berth, and maybe have the storyline of Aaron Rodgers last season, right? So they don't. But if Aaron Rodgers is not on the Steelers, they do not want to be putting that damn team in any kind of prime time. Now, I don't know if that's the reason why, but the rollout is just kind of weird to me.
It's been like drip, drip, drip. Like,
And they do that. They do that every year. But their example, like the first Monday Night Football game is going to be between the Chiefs and the Broncos. Right now, both of those quarterbacks may not be around in the first week. Bo Nix is still having trouble with his broken ankle, and Mahomes I can't remember what he did.
ACL.
It was ACL. So and all the stories. But can you imagine if on the first Monday Night Football of the year, there are backups for both of them? So I don't know. Maybe they got in touch with Mahomes and he said, I'm going to be there. I don't know. But
that is odd. Are they not doing the double Monday Night Football maybe? Maybe there's 2 games? Usually the first 2 weeks of the season.
Well, they haven't announced it. They just announced that as the first Monday night. And then
they'll probably flex that one
I
later.
I think my Bill's going to have a rough ride, man. First year head coach. Last year, and we're done talking about it. Some people don't like sport. I don't know.
Not a sports show.
I know. Dude, NFL's the biggest damn thing in the world.
I love it. Even though I don't know the teams, I totally like the colors and the hats.
So there's like a conspiracy theory from last year that I don't think is necessarily true, but I understand it. And the theory was that the NFL was trying to get Josh Allen to the Super Bowl last year. People talk about, but they didn't even win the division. New England Patriots won the division, and they went to the Super Bowl. And the criticism, right, was they had the weakest schedule in regular season schedule in football. Well, so did the Bills because they were in that same division. And so I kind of feel like, I don't know if it was on purpose or coincidental, but last year there was the clearest path for Josh Allen and the Bills, as shown by the fact that the New England Patriots that won 4 games the year before went to the Super Bowl. And, they crapped out in the middle of the season and made it too difficult, and they didn't get there. I don't know if that was on purpose or if that was coincidence or if this is coincidence either, but I think everything is going to be hard this year for my team. And the one thing is, the first game at the new Bills Stadium is going to be in the second week, so the Bills will start on the road Thursday night. So the first, you spend $3 billion on a stadium and you play on Sunday, and then you turn around 4 days later and play a second game with a first-year head coach. I feel like that should have been like a, I don't know, Sunday 4:00 game or something like that.
You guys are also playing the Lions, which the Lions are really good too.
Yeah.
Oh, God, they're going to stink it up on Thursday. Josh Allen is going to suck.
It's just like, to me, it's like, all right. And then the schedule is just brutal. What's the level of the Falcons' schedule seen
We're
as this
the
year?
4th easiest schedule. 4th easiest.
They got to play in Madrid, right?
Yeah, we just got announced that we're going to play the Bengals in
There's
Madrid.
all those. There's like 9 games overseas this year. They're pushing it. They're starting to push it. I know they're the most popular thing in the world, but they're starting to push it. How many times do you want to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning to watch football?
Every weekend.
Oh, one day they probably will. All right, let's give away 2 tickets to see Journey's Final Frontier Tour. Monday, October 19th at State Farm Arena. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there are brake lights on 400 through Sandy Springs.
Yeah, a little slower than usual this evening, Eric. On 400 northbound, you jam up right around the Glen Ridge connector just before 285. Stays pretty slow up to the North Springs MARTA station. Traffic Trooper Luthen says crash, moved out of travel lanes in Forsyth County, 400 northbound past McFarland Parkway. Stall into cab, police with it. HOV lane blocked 85 northbound before Shallowford Road. The brake lights there start before Shambles Kimberly Tucker staying with you as you make your way up through Norcross. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey, you're the guy jumping out of the back of the TE certified trucks.
Yeah, that's me. We get concerned calls now and then, but rest assured I'm safe. It's just a picture.
Chris Chandler here. Josh is not only the local owner of TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling, but you're a fourth-generation master electrician.
That's right, and now I spend most of my time teaching our team the values that define a TE technician. To be kind, to be honest, and to work hard.
TE certified, we love your home.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate. And there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Atlanta at 404-480-9606, 404-480-9606. That's 404-480-9606. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationatlanta.com.
Spring cleaning, spring green up, and how about a spruce up to your home's paint? Ashley Frasca for Certa Pro Painters. I've trusted their team painting inside my home, and they also bring fresh color to your home's exterior. Their free estimates are detailed, easy to understand, and you get a quote right away. Be proud of your home. Trust the team I trust for the best painting in Atlanta. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each Certa Pro Painter's business is independently owned and operated.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, it is a WSB Money Update, and it's finally a little good news about your money. Summer savings are likely on the way for Georgia Power customers.
Georgia Power reaches a deal with the State Public Service Commission staff to cut rates even more than anticipated after case filings earlier this year.
Part of this agreement offers $285 million in annual savings for Georgia Power customers, which equates to about $4 a month or a little less than $50 a year.
Spokesman Matthew Kent says if the full commission okays the plan, savings should be reflected in bills starting in June. He says customers can try to save even more money this summer by taking steps to save energy, including insulating their homes. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
75 degrees in Atlanta. What are the chances of some rain tomorrow and when we could reach 90? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Governor Kemp cuts $300 million in spending from his final state budget.
Governor Kemp says his changes to the 2027 budget reflect tough fiscal realities, and they're necessary to keep the state in good standing.
As we know, downturns and tough times will come. Reserves can be erased. Future budget decisions may even be more painful.
Kemp says the changes won't cut into current programs and only applies to new spending. Still, even with the revisions, he expects the state will have to dip into the reserves to make up for revenue losses caused by the new state income tax cut. At the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
One of the passengers who may have been exposed to hantavirus on a cruise ship tests negative for the virus while at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta. 2 passengers were taken to Emory on Monday. The other did not show any symptoms. 16 other Americans evacuated from the ship are at a facility in Nebraska. All of them are currently asymptomatic. The founder of First Liberty Building and Loan pleads guilty to federal wire fraud charges and a massive Ponzi scheme.
Brent Frost IV entered the guilty plea in federal court in Union. It's the first criminal conviction connected to the downfall of
of the firm. Federal regulators accused First Liberty of operating a $140 million Ponzi scheme that targeted conservative and faith-based investors. Frost admitted to a single count of wire fraud tied to the misuse of investor monies. He could face a maximum sentence of 20 years, though prosecutors recommended a 14-year sentence. He will learn his sentence at an August 14th hearing. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
This ain't Texas.
The man accused of stealing music from Beyonce when she performed in Atlanta last summer pleads guilty. Kelvin Evans is sentenced to 5 years with 2 in prison, followed by 3 years probation. Surveillance cameras inside an Atlanta parking garage captured Evans breaking into an SUV 2 days before Beyonce's Cowboy Carter concert in Atlanta. Hard drives containing unreleased music, laptops, and other items were stolen. DeKalb County commissioners once again put off a vote on guidelines for data centers. Many residents are frustrated with the delays.
This is just more political games, and we are tired of it.
The plan is to establish a definition, regulatory guidelines, and standards for data centers. The next opportunity to vote is June 23rd. Another county says it needs more time to study all things related to data centers. Rockdale County has extended its moratorium through September 8th. They will use the time to gather more public input. New inflation numbers show a sharp rise in prices. Correspondent Elizabeth Schulze reports the latest consumer price index has prices up 3.8% in April compared to a year ago.
Eggs are a bright spot. They're down more than 50% for a dozen eggs in the past year, but pretty much everywhere else we are seeing prices up across the board, including for groceries. A big jump in grocery prices in this April report.
Tonight marks the Braves' first home game at Truist Park since the passing of former manager Bobby Cox last week. Braves chairman Terry McGuirk says they'll honor both Cox and former Braves owner Ted Turner before first pitch.
Starting off tonight, we'll have a moment of silence before the game for he and Ted.
The team will also wear Cox's number 6 on the back of their caps for the rest of the season. It is 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Listen up if you're trying to make your way out of Midtown or out of Buckhead through northeast Atlanta toward Brookhaven. Car fire, I-85 northbound before you get to North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. 2 to 3 right lanes are blocked as they are dousing this, and that's had a negative impact on 85 north back towards 17th Street, the Buford Spring connector, as well as the 400 south ramp to 85 north. Go ahead and use Buford Highway as an alternate there. Once you get past that on 85 north, stall. They're holding 2 left lanes before Shallowford Road, exit number 93. And then in Gwinnett County, Highway 29 has been jammed up in both directions between Landford Road and Harmony Grove Road. Had a couple of crashes there, so look out for that. 400 northbound, still watching that slow ride through Sandy Springs up to the North Springs MARTA station. 75 northbound, you're just on and off the brakes this evening through Marietta into Kennesaw. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly clear for this evening. Temperatures will fall to the mid-50s to low 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm late in the afternoon hours, high around 81. Cooling down on Thursday and breezy as well, with daytime highs in the mid-70s. Friday, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 81. Saturday, temperatures climbing to the mid-80s and will reach 90 degrees by Sunday.
70 in Roswell and McDonough and 74 in Powder Springs. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword, WSB's A Grand for Gas giveaway. And this hour's keyword is party. P-A-R-T-Y, party. Woo! Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is P-A-R-T-Y, party. Also, congratulations to Shane Turner of Sewanee. Won 2 tickets to see Journey's Final Frontier Tour Monday, October 19th at State Farm Arena. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Why are you raising your hand?
Because I need
Jared
to remind
Yamamoto?
people. I'm getting told from the bosses here at WSB. Remember.
Me? Did I tell you this?
You? No, not
Oh.
you. The
I thought I was the
suits.
boss.
The suits.
Who's the boss?
The suits.
Who's
ones.
the
boss above you.
Yeah, they got the suits
You're a
around here.
capo. You're a capo. Yeah.
It's just the suits.
in the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway with our keyword party. Remember, right after 5:30, you'll be expecting a call from an unknown number. It'll be an 833 number. Pick it up. It could be us.
Back it up.
Giving you $1,000.
We can't do it through voicemail.
Or texting.
Can't
Or
leave
text.
your voicemail.
I can't be more. I can't be more mono with this, all right?
Pick up your phone.
Pick it up.
Pick up your damn phone.
Come on.
What's the matter with you?
Could be one of your favorite WSB personalities calling you.
Could
Dave
be,
Baker.
but I would really want to know if you're ready to sell that house of yours.
Oh, we got an open mic about that.
Oh, we did?
Got an open mic on that because yesterday I brought up this, which I just assumed was a scam about, because I own my house and just I get these texts. Hi, Eric Hessler, which is a very, hi, Eric. You do this a lot. Hi, Tim Andrews.
Hi.
Hi. Your property at such and such address. How's it going?
It could be better.
Yeah. And then our point of view was we worked it out that they want to get you to engage, and then they know certain things about you, and then get information. And it's a kind of a way to a soft way to put together a profile that steals your identity. And we got this call that said maybe sometimes it's that.
Hey, regarding the Von Hessler Doctrines conversation about text messages that want to buy your home, some of them are probably scams, but a lot of them are real estate investors that want to buy homes that are outdated or need repair, and they want to buy them for less than market value so they can update them and make a profit, or probably rent them for top dollar in BlackRock's case.
He has a little bit of a vocal fry.
He just kind of started talking, and then it's like he was fading away.
Never fails. Now Honest making fun of the male open
that's
micers.
Right. Yeah, no, this is.
We love our open micers.
If you leave it open
What am I
mic,
supposed to do? Ignore that?
Autumn Fisher is going to make fun of you. Just understand that. That's the door charge. You want to see the band?
You might want to sell your house.
I would say that my house would not be in that situation. We've upgraded over the years. It's not dilapidated. Is he assuming?
If it's a real estate person, like how did they get your number? If you're not trying to sell, you're not like online.
Yeah, so they're getting.
They buy it.
Yeah.
By the way, I think they get it from who was it? It was Shelley or somebody. It was Jared said because my wife did real estate for a while, so she's inside that whole
The MLS.
MLS. So maybe they get it from that.
Not
I don't
Major
know.
League Soccer.
No. This is relevant.
Nobody thought
How dare you?
Well, I'm just saying every day people are selling and buying houses.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't mean anything. There was no knock against soccer for him. We all love soccer, right?
I love soccer.
Yeah.
I love how they make no scores or
I
whatever.
like the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah, it's-
Kicking and stuff.
Yeah,
I
well,
like the shape on the ball. I think it's like a hexagon,
And
maybe.
the card.
What?
The red or the yellow.
Yeah,
card.
isn't that great?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
when
those
they do
digital
that.
things that they hold up with the time.
The stoppage
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Stoppage time.
Cool.
I love stoppage time because you never know when the game's going to end.
Yeah, it's
kinda-
like stop. It's like, does it stop or is it kind of stop?
It's not, yeah.
It's like a little stoppage.
Do you know what stoppage time is, Autumn?
No, I thought it was a song from Mary Poppins. Stoppage time. Pickaninnies up, stoppage time.
Well, it may be that, but it's the way, in America or most sports in the Western world,
In
I
the
think.
U.S.
I believe, most sports, when the clock stops, if you have a penalty or somebody gets hurt or something like that, the clock just stops. And then when it's time to resume the game, they resume the game. In soccer, when somebody gets hurt or there's a penalty, they just keep the clock running.
And a ref has a little stopwatch.
Yeah,
They
and then
slow it down. They slow time down, so it's like half
that would be
That's
cool.
why it's stoppage.
No, then at the end of the game, when the regular time is out, then everybody sits and waits, and the refs decide how much stoppage time is left. It could be 2 minutes, 8 minutes.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
like
I've seen like
putting
11 or
time in the
12.
bank.
Huh? It's kind of like putting time in the bank. Now, listen,
Bank
it would
time.
be great if it applied to
Picking it up,
life,
bank time.
right? Like you're about to die, and then it's like somebody shows up and says, 3 more years.
Yeah, that would be very great.
Remember all that time you wasted?
Yeah.
You're getting that back.
You're getting it back.
Or think about
All
like
that time on TikTok. You're
Yeah,
getting it back.
yeah.
Oh, 10 more
Yay,
years?
That's why I'm on it, is because I'm banking
That's right.
Yeah.
the time.
It's called deathage time.
cool.
even in radio. Think about those times where you stressed on making a point, right? You
Right,
thought
right,
you
yeah.
thought you took too long, right?
Yeah, go
At
back.
the end of the show, you get some extra show time.
I like that.
So
I like,
more,
you know what?
more stammering and hemming and hawing over there.
Yes. Where, him?
No, you.
Me?
That you do that more, you'll get all
Am
that
I?
time back.
I'll get more. So
Eric.
it's because I should do
You're
it so that I
always
get
ready to be
time back.
offended.
It's radio flopping.
It's okay. It makes sense. I just didn't understand.
No,
it,
I wasn't
that's all.
attacking you.
I didn't think
I know,
you were
we always
attacking me.
assume.
I never thought you were
Someone's
attacking me.
attacking you.
Yeah, I've known you people for so long. I got to be honest there. I never for a nanosecond thought anybody was attacking me.
You
At all.
thought I was going
I did
after
not.
you.
That's right.
I did not.
You said, I don't hem and haw.
Right. I said I don't hem and haw.
That was an
as,
attack. And then
no,
you said,
no,
without saying it, you
that's
said it with your
comedic.
eyes.
It's comedic.
Well, I've done hemming, but I've never done hawing.
We all heard it with your eyes. Your eyes said it all.
Oh, did my eyes say it all?
Yeah, your
my
eyes say a lot, you know.
I've thought this for a long time. My eyes are too loud.
She is an
My
eye expert.
She is,
These
but
eyes.
are crying. These eyes
eyes
have seen a lot of love, but they never seen a lot like I want to have with you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Was that the most, there was already the Who, right? When they decided to be the
Well,
Guess
they're
Who.
the Guess Who.
Crying. That's a great song. I like how it modulates up forever.
No, it's a great song. They're a great band.
These eyes. And it's like, these eyes.
You know what I like is
These
that
eyes.
in movies now they use "American Woman," another great Guess Who song, and it's like almost like in patriotic, but it's an anti-America
Right.
in Vietnam song.
Yeah, get out of here, woman.
Yeah, it's an American Woman, get away from me. I don't need your. I think
War Machine.
War Machine. It's like an anti.
I don't need your ghetto seeds.
Yeah, exactly. It's an anti-American, and now
Eyes can hypnotize.
ever since like
someone else.
ever since like the '90s, it'll like show up in like in a American Woman, like it's some sort of
At least they
patriotic.
didn't use that horrible Lenny Kravitz version.
Ew.
Did he do one?
I had a hit with it, and they played it over and over on the radio. I couldn't stand
It was so hollow sounding.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not as
that-
good as the OG
I
one.
think Lenny Kravitz is hollow. I always have.
Yeah.
I had to. I think he was appearing at the Tabernacle back in the '90s, and I interviewed him. He was a nice guy. He was a very nice guy.
Yeah, seems cool.
But then I
Seems
stayed and watched
artistic.
the show, and I walked away with this feeling. I feel like I was on a movie set watching an actor play
Yes.
a rock star on stage. The drummer was awesome. I remember that. But that's how I felt. I felt like he was an actor playing a rock star in some movie that Francis Ford Coppola spent his own money on.
I have a Lenny Kravitz impression.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great.
Now his mom could act.
Who is his mom? His mom was from the Cosby Show? No, that
No.
was his wife for a while.
His mom
That's his
was was Helen Willis from the Jeffersons.
Oh, right. So he was,
Who was
a
married
showbiz
to
dude.
Tom Willis.
So he was the interracial couple on
Yes.
the Jeffersons.
So maybe that explains the acting background. Why I
Sure,
felt like
that's
he
what-
was
yeah,
acting.
Yeah. And also, he doesn't appear to age.
No, he looks good.
No,
Yeah,
he was great.
He was at Shaky Knees last year. He was great.
Did he trip over his scarf?
He did not.
See, you say he was great. I say he comes off as hollow. It's a
headlining,
pretend
though.
rock band.
He was headlining, so I think that
Well,
when
I
you're
guess-
headlining, you put more oomph.
He was
into it.
headlining when I saw him.
Yeah, he's still that good. He's got
You-
enough hits.
so you
I
disagree?
don't think
You
he's
think
probably good. It's just like you said. It's like someone pretending to be doing a really good job at pretending to be a rock star. So it's like that's a good rock.
There's
song.
one song I think that of his is good, which is that first hit.
That Love Rule?
No, no, not that.
That's a great song.
I love that.
That's like
that's a good
kind of Beatlesque and everything. Yeah, but I like the one. Are you gonna go my way? That's a good song.
It's good. Yeah.
It's a good
What
song.
about Fly Away?
Ew, that one's also terrible. Wanna fly away.
Alex Williams says there's a car fire cleanup. This is car cleanup. Is someone cleaning their car on 85 in Northeast Atlanta, or was it a fire cleanup?
It was a fire cleanup. You nailed it, my friend. Yeah, this is I-85 northbound out of Midtown up through Northeast Atlanta. Multiple right lanes blocked here before North Druid Hills Road, exit number 89, and you are stacked up back into Midtown. If you use the Beaver Spring connector as an alternate, that's going to be slow too with all those people trying to get onto I-85 north. Find your ways over to Buford Highway north of the Beaver Spring connector. You can use that as an alternate to get further up into Cobb County. Now, once you get past that, there's still a stall. Got a couple of left lanes blocked. 85 northbound before Shallowford Road, exit 93. Luckily, not terrible getting past that. Stall still on a left lane into Cobb. 20 westbound at Wesley Chapel Road. And Traffic Trooper Dean tells me a crash in the right lanes on the West Freeway inbound. 20 eastbound between Fulton Industrial Boulevard and I-285. Traffic brought to you by Staples. It's Staples' 40th anniversary, and they've got deals worth celebrating. Now through May 23rd, enjoy up to 50% off Save on paper, chairs, custom prints, balloons, and more. Staples, that was easy. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You can count on it.
Can try and plan for it.
But sometimes it gets the best of you.
Multiple left lanes blocked, quickly impacting you as you leave the airport.
When it stops you from getting where you need to be.
Atlanta's most trusted traffic team gets you there.
Now we've got our second crash of the morning on I-85.
The most up-to-date traffic reports from Atlanta's most trusted traffic team.
Only your right lane open.
Every time you listen. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
When it comes to defending your rights, experience counts. George Stein, the DUI lawyer, has a winning track record over 3 decades with hundreds of contested jury trials and complicated cases. Make the smart choice. GeorgeStein.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, we're barreling through 2026, but it's still early, and that means it's still a great time to get organized in your financial life. And here's the good news for folks listening out there. Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the portfolio x-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life. Specifically, your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years. Against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Make 2026 the year you take control of your financial life with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the portfolio x-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
When it comes to repairing crawl space issues, it's not one size fits all. AquaGuard Foundation Solutions knows that. Their experts will recommend a solution tailored to your home. Simply book an appointment online at aquaguard.net. Remember the name.
AquaGuard. Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Let's talk about that termite bond renewal notice. They're going to increase your rate again.
Not when you switch your termite protection to Breda, because we'd lock your termite rate in for 10 years.
Mark Aram here with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management.
They're charging more and doing less. They don't even inspect inside anymore.
Breda inspects inside, and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Thanks a lot. Once again, this hour's keyword for the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway is P-A-R-T-Y, party. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. This is a rough, I just say this is, if you have kids in the car, you may want to just turn it down. I don't know. It's up to you. You know, yesterday, we were talking at the end of the show about the fact that, there's the Michael Jackson nostalgia thing going on because of the movie. And I came across a show from 96 or 97, and I thought I was going to tune in and be like, oh, this is the beginning of the end for this guy. Because the 90s were rough for Jackson. And this was the history tour. And I tuned in, and I was, like, totally entertained. And as I said, this, like, the way that he was moving on stage was, you could only just say otherworldly. So he still had his game. So I gave him some praise, and I gave him some flowers. But this group of kids that from that HBO documentary that claimed that he abused them sexually. One of them now just came out and said, I mean, we weren't there. I don't know what to believe. But he is saying now that Michael Jackson used to get them together, and as a way of showing how special they were to him, this kid says that Michael Jackson drank his urine. Mm. Now let's go and say, okay, why didn't this kid say this before? Why isn't that in the HBO documentary? Now if you want to have a critical eye, you could say, well, the HBO documentary, was it called Leaving Neverland or something like that? If you're going to air everything out, why wouldn't you have done it there? So there's the critical eye, right? Again, I will say this: it's tough to be a Team Woody person, as I've been Woody Allen over the years, because there's all this stuff was adjudicated in the 90s to one degree or another. It's harder now since he's all over the Epstein files, but I still maintain this: there is much more evidence against Michael Jackson for these things. But Michael Jackson is
Who wants some lemonade? I love it.
Michael Jackson is a worldwide superstar. Woody Allen was famous and very famous amongst a niche group of people. It's much easier for people to go, well, I'm never going to watch a Woody Allen movie. It's much easier for people to do that because the fan base for Woody Allen movies is smaller than the fan base for Michael Jackson's superstardom. It's very difficult to say, I'm not going to listen to some of my favorite songs of all time ever again. So I think that's why Jackson wins with that. But there's much more evidence against Michael Jackson than Woody Allen. Now, again, I wasn't there for either of those situations. So probably it's not proper for me to say that I know what happened in either of them.
Michael Jackson probably thought that Epstein Island was icky.
He didn't go. Yeah. I don't know. Did Jackson ever
He
go?
did. He did go.
He did go?
He did go. We checked this out. Remember, we looked it
Full
up.
of girls. There's too many girls there. Not enough boys. I was really thirsty and no one could help me out.
I don't know.
That's why he and R. Kelly got along so well.
Maybe. I don't know. It's a weird... I guess my only point is if you're looking for where there's more evidence, because we don't know. We weren't there. This person comes out and says this, and I think, oh my goodness. And then the next thing I think was, well, why wasn't that in the HBO documentary?
I was checking him for diabetes.
That's right.
You were helping.
You might have a kidney stone. We better get you to the doctor.
All that being said, if you come across this history, not history, that was the name of the album. It was like greatest hits kind of thing. If you ever see this show, it is otherworldly. It's unbelievable the way that the bottom half of his body is going in the opposite direction than the top half of his body. So I'm just going to go with, I don't know. I'm going to keep listening to Michael, and I'll keep watching Woody Allen movies. I have no idea what really went on. This I want to go see. When is the Lennon? Is this that? Sounded a little bit like that to me. We'll get to that.
Turtles.
No, it's Donovan.
Donovan, I mean. Shoot.
You got that wrong. You want to apologize to me or the audience first?
So
or Tim.
Stupid.
Or Tim. Alex Williams says it's a bumper-to-bumper ride on 85 North out of Midtown.
That's right, Eric. All due to this car fire cleanup in multiple right lanes, 85 northbound before North Druid Hills Road exit 89. Do whatever you can to avoid 85 north in the Buford Spring connector to get up toward the Brookhaven area. Work your way over to Buford Highway. That's a good alternate. Stall north of there has cleared 85 northbound before Shallowford Road exit 93. Long-lasting stall still in the left lane into cab. I-20 westbound at Wesley Chapel Road. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Are you worried about your roof? Does it look bad? Is it unsightly? Are you seeing some damage, maybe some leaks? Well, spring is here. Time to take care of your roof with my pals at Dr. Roof. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. 38 years of service. 20 years in a row, they've been awarded the Consumer Choice Award. Amazing, amazing guarantees as well. If your roof is an issue or could be an issue in the future, check out my pals online at drroof.com. That's drroof.com.
Let's be honest. Selling a home the old-fashioned way feels a little outdated. You list, you wait, you clean the house 17 times a day. Complete strangers walk through your bedroom and say things like, the lighting feels aggressive. Meanwhile, your dream home? Gone. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. That's why there's Orchard. Orchard gives you cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next place first. No awkward timing, no double moves, no living in a half-packed museum of fake candles and hidden laundry baskets. You move in, kick your feet up, and let Orchard handle the heavy lifting. They prep your old home, make smart upgrades, market it like pros, and help sell it for top dollar. Then comes payday number 2. That's right, cash when you buy, cash when you sell. Like your house finally decided to start pulling its weight. Ready to move smarter and maybe sleep better? Get your free home valuation today at Orchard.com.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top story. One of the 2 cruise ship passengers at Emory in Atlanta tests negative for hantavirus. We told you one of the patients had symptoms, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services now says that person has tested negative. The other patient was not showing any symptoms. Correspondent Ian Lee reports the World Health Organization is telling leaders around the globe to expect to see more cases of hantavirus.
Dramatic footage shows British Army medics parachuting onto a remote island in the Atlantic to treat a man who possibly contracted hantavirus from the MV Hondius.
At the moment, there is no sign that we are seeing the start of a larger outbreak.
The World Health Organization has tied a total of 11 reported cases of the virus to the ship.
And the WHO confirms 9 cases of the Andes strain of the virus linked to the Dutch cruise ship. It is 75 degrees in Atlanta. Are there any rain chances the rest of the week, and what day may hit 90? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Georgia Power customers will likely get some relief on their bills starting this summer. Spokesman Matthew Kent says they've been able to reach a new agreement with the Georgia Public Service Commission staff, which will save customers even more money on their monthly bills.
When we initially filed the rate cases earlier this year, we were looking at a $1.32 potential savings for customers. But now it is a $4 savings if approved.
If the PSC signs off on the plan, customers will see the savings on their June bills. New investments in down payment assistance improves housing affordability in Atlanta.
With $20,000
families on their wait list, Atlanta Housing President and CEO Terry Lee says they are moving full steam ahead with an enhanced down payment assistance program to give current families a chance to buy a home.
Our goal is not simply to move families into affordable housing. Our goal is to move families through affordable housing.
Eligible families will now be able to get $60,000 in down payment assistance. Nearly $5 million was doled out in 2025. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
With inflation up 3.8% from a year ago, President Trump is asked today by reporter Karen Travers if he's concerned about rising prices caused by the war with Iran.
Mr. President, your promise to bring inflation down is now at its highest level in 3 years. Are your policies not working? What's happening?
Policies are working incredibly. If you go back to just before the war, for the last 3 months, inflation was at 1.7%. Now, we had a choice. Let these lunatics have a nuclear weapon. If you want to do that, then you're a stupid person, and you happen to be. I mean, I know you very well.
The president is now heading to China. A man pleads guilty but mentally ill to felony murder and several other charges in the shooting death of his co-worker at the General Mills plant in Covington. Newton County prosecutors say Jalen Brown will serve a life sentence plus 5 years for the murder of Zachary Foster. Investigators say before the shooting, Brown had been acting increasingly paranoid, and he shot and killed Foster after supervisors approached him to address his behavior. The Board of Regents approves new technology degrees at 2 Georgia colleges.
Starting this fall, Kennesaw State University will offer both undergraduate and graduate degrees in financial technologies. The newly approved program will be available in person on the Kennesaw campus as well as online for students pursuing careers at the intersection of finance, technology, and data analytics. Georgia College and State University in Milledgeville is offering a new Master of Science in AI Strategy degree 100% online. It's designed to help students with tools to better understand and utilize artificial intelligence. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
The Cobb County Marietta Water Authority says drinking water remains safe despite a blue-green algae bloom reported in Lake Allatoona. It was spotted near the Red Top Mountain Park Marina. The marina is warning its customers to stay aware and use a little extra caution while enjoying the water. It is 5:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Travel advisory continues out of Midtown, Bill. This car fire cleanup, no change. 3 right lanes blocked, 85 north before North Druid Hills. What an absolute mess it has made of the Beaver Spring connector, jammed all the way back onto Peachtree, causing Peachtree Street delays. 85 north is slow back at 17th Street, 400 before Lenox. Just a terrible spot for a car fire cleanup during the afternoon commute. Over in Cobb County, stalled tractor trailer knocking out a couple of right lanes. They're trying to get it off to the right as we speak. 285 southbound, the Interloop Paces Ferry Road, exit 18. Your bumper-to-bumper ride behind that is back toward Riverside Drive. And a long-standing stall is still in the left lane into cab with no shoulder to move it to. I-20 westbound at Wesley Chapel. Those delays stretch back to the mall at Stonecrest. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly clear for this evening. Temperatures will fall to the mid-50s to low 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm late in the afternoon hours, high around 81. Cooling down on Thursday and breezy as well, with daytime highs in the mid-70s. Friday, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 81. Saturday, temperatures climbing to the mid-80s and will reach 90 degrees by Sunday.
Right now, it's 72 in Norcross, 70 in Lithia Springs, and 73 in Union City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Dave Baker here for my deck experts at Ben Hill Renovations. Still dragging your heels on that new deck? I get it. You want to make sure you find the right builder. You want Ben Hill Renovations. From their superior craftsmanship to their workmanship warranty, they are your one-stop shop when it comes to upgrading your outdoor living space. Visit their showroom or see them on the web at bhrenovations.com and schedule a free design consultation at your home. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens like a break-in or fire? That's when you need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned and still no contracts.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Hi, it's Sue from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. Over the past 30 years, we've seen countless lives change for the better and health issues greatly improved, if not completely resolved, by customers changing their diets, starting with real bread. At the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread loaded with fiber and nutrients from real whole grains. A healthy, affordable solution for your family that can change your lives. For various customers, we've seen cholesterol levels drop 85 to 100 points in just 1 month, blood sugar stabilized, anemia corrected, and hundreds of stories of warts going away. In one case, as many as 500 warts gone in just 2.5 weeks. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of whole grains and real bread. Let us help you take the first steps to better health. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Well, it's too successful, Bill Crane. That's the problem with it. It's too successful. Kills everybody before anybody can get to the next village. Oh, we're on the air? Okay. Hey, Bill Crane's here with us. It's time to drain the brain of Bill Crane. Specifically,
with no bodily fluids involved.
None. No bodily fluids were harmed.
We do have a mop ready.
This. Yes. Well, always ready.
Just in case.
We've never had to use
You're a Boy
it.
Scout, be prepared.
That's right. That's right. Bill Crane is here with his amazing head of hair, and we're gonna drain that brain. So this is the last week of early voting.
It is.
Here. And how's it going so far with each side? Like as far as
Democrats are having a much heavier turnout. Most of the turnout has been concentrated when we talk about being double-digit in the core metro areas, not just Metro Atlanta, but Athens, Augusta, Columbus, Macon, Savannah, Brunswick. But there have been many more Democratic ballots pulled. That's not unusual. Republicans have more of a tendency to vote on the election day.
Mm-hmm.
But the
enthusiasm,
if you will, seems to be on the Democratic side.
What's the gap? How many Republicans have to go on? Like, is it? I think you told me
several. Well, we're at about probably 500,000 that have been cast to date.
Right.
I haven't got the today's.
Maybe it was Shelley was telling.
But it's probably.
I think it's like 50,000 or something. Like Shelley was thinking it's in there.
It's less than 100,000.
Okay. So there's. I think Shelley said yesterday to me off air that he thought it was like 52,000 right now. So
prior to
more Democrats than
prior
Republicans.
to 2020, from 2004 to 2020, the GOP had more primary voters and, of course, the general elections.
Does that
in the last cycles, you've seen more enthusiasm since 2018 forward in primaries and runoffs.
But Republicans could show up at 60,000 people in the last 2 days.
That is correct.
But it's a general election tucked in at the very end of the ballot, after all those stupid questions they ask you, for the Supreme Court. And it looks like the Democrats could take that if the Republicans.
So what he's saying is,
wait, there's a general.
No, what he's saying the nonpartisan elections for the judicial posts occur, and I don't agree with this, but they occur during the primaries. So those races are happening now.
Okay.
And so there's a possibility he's pointing out because
the Democrats are
heavily campaigning for two of the Supreme Court nominees, making what essentially is a nonpartisan race partisan. He's correct. That could effectively swing.
Obama's done ads for it.
Yeah, I mean, we were not the first state this happened in. It happened first in Wisconsin and Michigan. They're also noting that if there's appeals to the new maps, that lands in the state Supreme Court before it goes to the U.S. Supreme Court. So there's a reason we're starting to see this activism.
Man, it's almost like we forgot how to vote. For 200 some odd years, you could just go vote and people understood it. And every once in a while they were close and there were recounts and they were trusted. Now it's just everything is courts involved and I don't know. I don't even know what my opinion
Kill
is.
Kill the lawyers. Sorry for my friends with a bar degree.
CILL.
That works too.
Metaphorically, you mean.
Yes.
Yes, if there are any lawyers listening, that was humor and was not
certainly
directed.
to our advertising lawyers. Yes. That was a hearty har.
Bill, what are you spelling out with seashells right there? What does that say?
It says,
Krill the lawyers. Krill the lawyers.
Krill.
You're going rogue, Craig. So Kemp has signed the income and property tax reduction laws. We're in good shape for that? Is that...
So there essentially were three tax cuts signed into law. One was a incremental decrease in the state income tax you pay by 0.02%. And that, I think, is the right way to continue to do it, to reduce and draw down over a period of time as you can allow for increases in other kinds of revenue to offset. And that's about the percentage they've been cutting every year for the last almost a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, you may remember, it was 7.25%, and it's now down below 5%. And we're continuing to decline. On the rebates, if you paid income taxes in Georgia, and I have to say that, because there are people who think they're going to get a check who did not pay any income taxes in Georgia. But if you did, you're qualified for a $250 single person, $375 head of household if you have children and you're living in a family, and $500 a married couple filing jointly will be coming to you in the next several weeks. And then the third, which is probably going to be a bit more challenging, the General Assembly put a cap of 3% or the annual rate of inflation on the assessment increase to your home if you're a homestead residential taxpayer. The problem or the challenge that the Democrats are raising is cities and counties like the state are constitutionally bound to have a balanced budget. If you're capping their revenue by saying artificially 3%, 5%, 7%, but you're not capping what their expenses are, for example, law enforcement agencies are looking at potentially a 25% increase this year over year in fuel costs, just fuel cost. But fuel factors into a lot of other things as it relates to running a government and agency employees moving around. You can't know what that's going to be when you can't have an idea of what gasoline prices are going to be. So if you
and you put these mandatory things on them when you don't know exactly what it's going to be affecting.
You're forcing them to have either severe cuts or a non-balanced budget. Now, you may remember there was a constitutional amendment passed 2 years ago that allowed cities, counties, and school boards to opt out that essentially tried to do the same thing but said, if you don't want to do it, you've got until May whatever to opt out. And most every urban school system, city and county, did so.
Okay.
So they're making another run at it again to try to limit the amount of increase your assessment, the appraisal, which drives your property tax bill, even if the millage rate is static, even if they don't raise the rate of taxation per $1,000 of valuation of your home.
If you raise the valuation,
if your home goes from $500,000 to $750,000, that's a pretty serious tax bomb. And though it's slowed, that's what's been happening year over year is Metro Atlanta's home average prices have been going up and up and up and up. And incrementally, millage rates have been raised. But the net is you're paying more property taxes.
Right.
So the intent is freeze assessments to no more than a 3% increase or the rate of inflation to get that under control. And I expect there will be at least one or more school system, because that's their primary source of revenue, who will challenge that constitutionally in court, saying you're limiting my ability to raise money, you're not limiting my costs.
And how does that work out? And that's going to be with the state courts, right?
That would come first in probably state superior court, then to the state Supreme Court, and then to, if it does not settle there, to the U.S. Supreme Court, after Georgia Court of Appeals, U.S. Supreme Court.
Yeah, it's all very interesting because obviously property tax. It also wouldn't that also hurt you when you're selling your home necessarily?
Well, it
wouldn't necessarily because you can sell for anything.
Municipalities have done in some counties, but mostly municipalities, is they freeze assessments either on seniors' homes or homestead owners. But when they sell, the next owner, the assessment
you can still
jumps through the roof.
Okay, I guess my question here is the state doing all right? Are most things being funded?
We still have about a $14 billion surplus even with these changes. Now, if we end up extending the gas tax rebate, which we're not as of May 19th, that's supposed to go away. The president's talking about one for the federal tax.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
That's about $100 million a week. So, you can't give the store away, and over time you have to look at what the costs are versus the benefits. But yes, we're in good stead financially speaking.
Yeah, when we get back, I want to
and again, the property taxes isn't a state issue. They pay 60% of the state's money does fund public education, but public education at the local level is primarily funded by property taxes.
Yeah. So when we get back, I want to talk about Trump's idea about the gas tax holiday. Right now, Alex Williams says the car cleanup continues. So somebody stopped their car on 85 and started cleaning it right there in the middle of the road?
Well, they stopped their car, but that's because it was on fire.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So the car fire cleanup is ongoing. That is right, Eric. 85 northbound before North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. I have no idea why they're still in 3 right lanes because the fire is completely out, and it has just ruined the ride back through Midtown and downtown. 85 north delay start before 17th Street. The Buford Spring connector is slow all the way back to Peachtree, and you know that's going to have a negative impact on Peachtree Street here out in front of the station. 400 southbound, you're slowing before Lenox Road, just trying to get down to those I-85 ramps, so avoid it like the plague if you can. Travel advisory out of Cobb into Sandy Springs. Crash 285 eastbound, the Interloop New Northside Powers Ferry, exit 22. Only 1 right lane squeezing by there. That with the Braves game at Truist Park tonight, it's putting a lot of extra pressure on 285 east and northbound coming up out of Vinings, trying to make your way into Sandy Springs. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This weekend,
complete closure of a stretch of I-285 on the west side.
285 construction begins.
You have to go I-20 eastbound onto the connector.
What could possibly go wrong?
Says other roads will see more congestion this weekend.
95.5 WSB has it covered for you.
To revitalize about 17 miles of 285.
How will you get around? What are your alternate routes?
You can't get any further than exit 5.
Tune in often throughout the day to the traffic reporters you trust. 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Want a truly healthy home? Keep it free of bugs and critters. Breda helps protect your home inside and out. A healthy home is a Breda home.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Morgan & Morgan, Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
If something mechanical goes wrong in your house, don't you just want to talk to a human? If my garage door doesn't work when I press the button on the remote, what are the odds I want to press 6 to have someone come and fix it? Suddenly, I'm explaining my problems to an internet chatbot who can't understand a word I'm saying unless I learn to speak chatbot. If something goes wrong with the robot door that protects my self-driving robot car, the last thing I want is to talk to another robot. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our dedicated call center is fully staffed with knowledgeable, compassionate, real, actual people, ready to listen and eager to please. They understand your needs and they understand what we do, and that makes all the difference. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and make it right. In person. With people.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
What's your car worth? Find out now at JimEllisBuysCars.com, the safe and easy way to sell your car. Plus, Jim Ellis will beat any CarMax purchase offer by $500. Sell your car today, fast, easy, fair. For complete details, visit JimEllisBuysCars.com.
No hot water, leak, or clog slowing you down? At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and reliable plumbing repairs. Bring comfort back to your home. Local folks, straight answers. Powered by Ace Hardware. MoncriefAir.com.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Nothing makes a home feel refreshed like a fresh coat of paint. Ashley Frasca to tell you about Serta Pro Painters. This spring, invite them out to your home to give you a free estimate quickly and at the right price. I enjoyed working with their team of professionals who protected my home during the job, got it done right, and then cleaned up, leaving us happy and relaxed. Do what I did. Schedule your free estimate online now at CertaPro.com. That's Serta with a C.
Each Serta Pro Painter's business is independently owned and operated.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I guess we're back. Those drums tell me that we're back with Bill Crane.
Move that mouth.
So now, there's a poll today that showed like 7 out of 10 Americans think that Trump is doing a poor job on the economy, including many Republicans. So obviously, Strait of Hormuz turning into higher gas prices. Now the president's talking about a national tax holiday. But it's like 18 cents a gallon, right? And
it's less than, just a little bit more than half of what Georgia's per gallon federal tax is, and he does require congressional approval. So do remember when Governor Kemp,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when Governor Kemp did that, he required an act of the General Assembly. Mm-hmm. And similarly, it's not something the president can do via executive order. So he can do it, but Congress has to, before the midterms, I would suggest, get involved in that process.
Well, I mean, it's got to be, if he wants to have any kind of benefit, it's got to be
correct.
Like right now.
Right now.
I mean, you take 18 cents
off. They don't move that quickly. That's why I'm mentioning it.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems like Band-Aids and our whole government, everything just seems like Band-Aids.
Well, it's all very reactionary and a lot of performative stuff as opposed to solutions. And
I don't think 18 cents is going to help.
I was going to say it also smells like Band-Aids because everybody's old.
That is true. Government smells like Band-Aids. Maybe that's exactly why everything is just Band-Aids. They have a lot of Band-Aids on, the skin gets thin.
I do think it's, to your point, there is a, I'm 65. There is a slowing, not necessarily of your ability to process, but you take longer with decision making, in part because you want to get it right, in part because the perspective of we don't need to knee jerk. And so when you spread that across 435 members of the U.S. House, 100 members of the U.S. Senate, all of whom I think the mean age now is like 56. It's going to take a little while.
Well, I just to me, I don't think 18 cents is going to alleviate the political problem here.
In my day, 18 cents
the gas price out
bag
of
of
the truckers
chips and
or the
a
diesel or the
hot
airline's
dog.
price doesn't ratchet down the underlying current of energy costs are spread across almost every sector of the economy, and they impact every sector of the economy.
Yeah, so
your food costs are impacted by it. Your travel costs are impacted by it. Your airline costs are impacted. Blah 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 blah.
So actually, getting the Strait of Hormuz open again, or just getting out of this Iran
making
mess.
Venezuela the 51st state.
Oh,
there is a solution.
What a great idea, Bill.
You're welcome.
By the way, that takes
was $1,000 just to say that, sir.
That takes an active. I bet on
DC
Kalshi that
DC
you were going to say
Puerto
it,
Rico might want to come first, and even American Samoa.
We don't need a 51st state.
No, we don't, and we don't need the electoral votes that would come with that. Yeah. But
what does
we
it do
might
for me?
need their refineries. That's why he wants it. Is they have refineries that can refine our oil. We're taking their oil and sending it around.
How about we work out a deal with them? Isn't that how
there
the old
you go.
days it used to be? Like you cooperate, we get something from them, they get something from us.
It's a lot easier to license things there. So let's just build a couple. They're afraid of building. The oil companies don't want to build refineries there because they believe they'll be nationalized. They don't think what's happened.
You could have another commie take over.
That it's permanent. Right.
I still want Greenland. I don't know what happened to that.
Well, that's 52nd state.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be red, white, and blue land.
That's right. According to Buddy Carter, yes.
So
WB.
Greenland. The problem with Greenland is it's rich with minerals and everything, but it's also freezing all the time.
It's a slab of ice. It's a glacier, but it's melting. So the good news is eventually
climate change is actually helping us.
You'll be able to see that secret nuclear base we used to have, and you'll be able to occasionally snow sled. And so it's getting there.
I'm thinking about becoming the 50th.
Maybe a tower like the one that's just been built in, where was that? The Trump Tower that he built.
Beautiful tower.
In Tbilisi. Trump Tbilisi.
Beautiful.
Oh, now how about, I thought you were talking about the 22-foot gold statue
No,
of Trump.
I'm not going to go there. This is an actual condominium high-rise that son Eric Trump and Don Jr. were bragging about that's
he's not
coming on the market in Tbilisi.
He's not praising your golden statue.
Well, I've dealt with him before. I'll deal with him again.
Bill Crane, let people know how they can get more Bill Crane.
Google Bill Crane, Google Bill Crane CSI Crane, or One Man's Opinion, my column, which is weekly, free on Substack here on WSBRadio.com and about 90 other outlets around the state, and most of the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I forget, YouTube.
All of it.
Most of them.
Just Google
Some
Bill
of them,
Crane.
I don't do X.
Yeah, just Google Bill Crane.
I don't do Truth Social. Yeah, Google Bill Crane.
Only Tim Andrews is on Truth Social.
Yeah, I checked it last year.
Have a great week, Bill.
Take care.
Alex Williams has better news on 285 in Sandy Springs.
Yes, sir, Eric. That crash, 285 eastbound, the inner loop at New Northside Powers Ferry, exit number 22. It has been cleared to the right shoulder. All lanes are back open there, so hopefully that'll improve that ride as you make your way past Truist Park and the I-75 interchange. But it looks like we got trouble in Dunwoody, 285 eastbound, the inner loop, Chamblee-Dunwoody Road, exit 30, keeping you slow as you leave Georgia 400. Once you get past that, southbound delays find you from I-85 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. Traffic brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's the unsung hero of your home, your garage door. You never think about it. You just hit the button and it opens until it doesn't. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. So you're ready for a new garage door. At All Four Seasons, we offer fast service, affordable prices, and a huge selection of styles, colors, and custom features. Improve your curb appeal, lower your energy bill, secure your home, and increase your property value. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
If you've been taught that all bread is unhealthy, I'm here to tell you not if it's real bread. Hi, I'm Sue Becker from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. If you're struggling with weight gain, high cholesterol, constipation, even warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick, come visit us at the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, where we have taught thousands of customers that real bread might be their healthy solution. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of real whole grains and bread. I discovered that store-bought bread has had most of the nutrients in the grain removed during milling, and yes, even packages labeled 100% whole wheat. Make a healthy eating change in your life at Bread Beckers in Woodstock. We'll show you how bread, but only real bread, might be the answer to your family's physical ills. The Bread Beckers. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk. News, weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story: with the cost of just about everything going up these days, you could save a few dollars on your power bill starting next month.
Rate cuts are likely coming in June. Georgia Power spokesman Matthew Kent says if the State Public Service Commission signs off on a new agreement in 2 cases filed earlier this year, there will be more savings than they originally projected, totaling just over $4 a month for the typical customer.
This rate savings will help going forward, but an additional savings will be anything that you can do to use less energy through the summer.
He says that includes sealing windows and doors and controlling the thermostat. Kent says they were able to save a little on storm and fuel recovery costs and pass those savings on to customers. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
75 degrees in Atlanta, only slim rain chances the rest of the week, and we are about to have a big warm-up. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Governor Kemp cuts $300 million from his final state budget.
I could have signed the budget, not made these cuts, but it would have been a mess for somebody in the big budget next year after I'm gone.
While there are some cuts, he believes it is still a good budget.
Like my earlier budgets, this document prioritizes education, behavioral health, community health, public safety, our agriculture and forestry industries, and much, much more.
Kemp says the changes impact only new state spending and will not affect current programs. One of the passengers who may have been exposed to hantavirus on a cruise ship tests negative for the virus while at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta. 2 passengers were taken to Emory on Monday. The other did not show any symptoms. 16 other Americans evacuated from the ship were at a facility in Nebraska. All of them are currently asymptomatic. A Newton County man gets life in prison after pleading guilty but mentally ill to a deadly workplace shooting.
Prosecutors say Jalen Brown shot and killed his coworker, Zachary Foster, after being confronted over his strange behavior at work. This all happened at a Covington General Mills plant back in 2022. After his arrest, Brown told detectives he was paranoid and heard voices. Detectives also say they found large amounts of drugs in a bag that belonged to Brown. Brown's mentally ill plea will allow for some of his life sentence to be served at a state mental facility for treatment. Keith Cromwell, 95.5 WSB.
The founder of First Liberty Building and Loan pleads guilty in a $140 million Ponzi scheme. Brant Frost IV enters the plea in federal court in Noonan today to a charge of felony wire fraud in connection to the misuse of investor funds. It carries a max sentence of 20 years, but prosecutors are recommending 14. Sentencing is scheduled for August the 14th. An argument over a wallet leads to a shooting involving 4 men near the Greyhound bus station in downtown Atlanta.
Authorities respond to a shots fired call along Forsyth Street. When officers arrive, they find 2 men each suffering from a gunshot wound and a third with a graze. The incident started when one of the men, Michael Mullen, asked Brandon Sellers for a cigarette, then some money. Police say when Brandon pulled out his wallet, Michael snatched it and ran. That's when Brandon grabbed his gun and shot Michael. The bullet also grazed a bystander. Then another man, not even involved in the altercation, hearing the shots, pulled out his weapon and fired too. He was arrested as well. None of the injuries are life-threatening. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
The Battery is a huge economic success for Cobb County. Deputy County Manager Bill Volkman says the development poured nearly $1 million back into the county's general fund last year.
And then in addition to that, that doesn't include the property taxes that the Braves pay into the general fund, which was $2.1 million in 2025.
The Braves say 71% of the Battery's visitors are from outside of Cobb County and 20% from outside the state. The Atlanta Braves will honor their late manager Bobby Cox in a special way for the rest of the season.
The team is going to be wearing number 6 on the back of the cap, embroidered. Beautiful, subtle.
Braves Chairman Terry McGurk says they'll also hold a moment of silence tonight at Truist Park for Cox and former owner Ted Turner, who also died last week. McGurk says he considers Cox Braves royalty. It is 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
I feel the pain for the drivers trying to get up into northeast Atlanta and Brookhaven, Bill. Car fire cleanup. The fire's been out for quite a while, but they're still holding the 3 right lanes. 85 northbound before North Druid Hills Road, exit 89, and it is a bumper-to-bumper battle behind that on I-85 northbound. It's pretty much blended in now back with the downtown delays. The Beaver Spring connector's jammed up, leaving Peachtree Street, which is called Peachtree Street, to slow out of Midtown, just trying to get on the Beaver Spring connector. And we got some trouble over in Cobb County, Vinings, 285 northbound, the Interloop Paces Ferry Road. Crash looks to be impacting the right lane. Luckily, not a huge negative impact. You are seeing some brake lights, though, from South Cobb Drive. 285 westbound, the outer loop slow the whole way from the Ashford-Dunwoody area over past Riverside Drive for those trying to make it over to Truist Park for tonight's Braves game. Next report is in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly clear for this evening. Temperatures will fall to the mid-50s to low 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm late in the afternoon hours, high around 81. Cooling down on Thursday and breezy as well, with daytime highs in the mid-70s. Friday, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 81. Saturday, temperatures climbing to the mid-80s and will reach 90 degrees by Sunday.
73 in Vining, 72 in Swanee, 70 in Fayetteville. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now.
Glad you didn't forget him today. Yesterday, Bill kept his fingers up there for almost 5 minutes.
I know.
Still weeping today when I got in.
I know. So I want to say that, I want to make up for yesterday, and I'll do it again. You are correct, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Media, CNN, everyone, can we pump the brakes on trying to turn the hantavirus thing into COVID? I just saw a thing. It said hantavirus cases rising or something like that. And so I asked the next question, which I'm always trying to get people to understand. Eric Von Hessler can rattle on and on and on every day about Strait of Hormuz and have absolutely no effect whatsoever on what happens there. But I may have an effect on somebody in the audience if I keep on saying, ask the next question. So CNN, hantavirus cases rising. So I asked the question, how many new hantavirus cases in the world in the last month? 9. 9. And I'm speaking English here.
Dr. Fauci would say that we know of.
Well, obviously, this is the reported, but let's say there's another 9 that haven't been. We're still under 20. Can we isn't there enough stress? Can we just,
No, it's not enough. You got to think about it all the time.
Everything into, now, I'm not saying that I know what the future looks like. I don't. But couldn't they have run a scroll under the bottom of the story that said, there are 9 cases in the last month in the world? Rather, these terminology like rising, uptick, gaining ground. It's just like, well, yeah, but where did it start? That's the important thing. A 300% rise in. Yeah, well, if it started with only 2, a 300% rise.
Or 0 to 3.
Or right. You just ask the next question. It's my only advice for people because it's all BS right now. There's so much BS coming at you from corporations, from the government, from anybody. No one tells the truth. Or I should say, no one ever is just clear. Everyone wants something more out of you. It's like Amazon sometimes, because I use Amazon. And so I should turn off the notifications because in reality, if I have something coming, I can decide to go keep checking as to whether it's on its way or whether it's going to be here soon. But because I have that on, then they just send me stuff all the time, every day. And it's just like, you get this weird thing. It's like, hey, this is the way I perceive it. Hey, we were just wondering if you in the mood for any scented soaps? I mean, I know. I know you just. We just thought we'd get in touch with you and just. Have you thought about buying some scented soaps lately? Why?
We could stop someplace and get them for you when the delivery guy's coming.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you still have time to add scented soaps.
You really want some scented soaps.
You saw the news today, too, right?
Well, is it scented soap centric?
Pretty much. Well, yeah, you could get it even faster. So the news today is that
30 minutes?
Amazon now, Atlanta is one of the test markets for it. So you can get something that you order on Amazon within 30 minutes.
Well, that's going to be
that grinder in 30 seconds. Mine broke.
Let's see. The wife's going to be out for at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
If I can get that fleshlight here.
I don't think you can get those on Amazon. Well, you should. I'm going to check.
Yeah, do some research, Tim.
Amazon has sex toys and stuff.
For women.
Now, why would... What are you like some sort of... He says that like, it's about time us men could get some sex toys on Amazon. So 30 minutes. So there's going to be a category of things. And it's going to have to be places like Atlanta, which are large hubs, right? You're never going to have 30 minutes in, some rural area that's not near a big city. I don't see how it can happen because you can't have all. In Atlanta, we get a little bit quicker service and deliveries than other people do because we have a lot of these items that we're ordering are actually in the area in warehouses near us. And that's why sometimes it says, you get it in 2 days and it gets there in 1 day, or they say 4 days and it gets there in 2 days. Although now I'm getting to the point where my wife is complaining because it took 3 days. I was like, what? It used to take 3 weeks to get anything. 30 days. What's that going to do to the environment?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd like to do.
They're battery-powered drones, man.
So it's not all, no, they mean everything, right? Not just drone service.
For the Amazon Now?
For the 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. However, whatever necessary. If it means a driver, they'll use a driver. If it means a drone, they'll use a drone. If it means a little steam engine.
Steam engine.
They'll do whatever it takes.
Even if there wasn't a... even if you don't care about or don't believe that climate change is a thing or whatever, and I don't know. I'm not a climate. All I know is it's completely politicized. That I do know. But... even if that was just a way, it has got to be just such a waste of energy for someone to, I need a toothbrush.
Right, just go down to the CVS, right? It's so easy.
You get a toothbrush delivered to some, ranch in the middle of nowhere. The amount of energy.
I'm not paying that much at the gas station.
And the dirty little secret, too, is if you do the Amazon Now 30-minute delivery, you can, it still costs you $2 if you are already a Prime member. So it costs you money on top of it.
Well, listen, you're paying for something extra. You get into 30 minutes. Now, if you need something so quick, like anytime I buy like an Apple computer or anything, the Apple store that's closest to me is Avalon. And I don't know if you've ever tried to just go and park at Avalon. Avalon's a nice place to shop, but it's a thing, And so every time, I think it's a great convenience. Every time I buy something, I had to buy a new computer a couple weeks ago, I just pay a little extra $9 and somebody drives it to me. And it's not big. I would go, but it's like, it's not that I don't want to go there. It's that, it's Avalon. There's no just stopping and running in and getting something. It's just always an event.
Go there and get a cheeseburger next time.
Well, right, that would be, they're like, hey, honey, you want to go out and see a movie and I'll pick up a computer or something? But there was that situation was not there.
Why not double pay for the burger and have it sent to your house with Uber Eats?
Because it's going to be cold 9 out of 10 times.
I'm looking at the Amazon 30-minute page, and it's a lot of groceries. So it seems like that last-minute item you forgot, you need it now.
Oh, they're going after, what's the big, the grocery one?
Instacart.
Instacart. They're going
Smart.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos needs 9 new yachts.
Well,
by the way, I did not, this is an old story, because when I saw it, and then I went and looked it up, and the stories are from 2023. Did you know this? So on that huge yacht, which I think Jeff Bezos is actually trying to sell right now, because he had trouble. He wanted to go to the Formula One race in Monaco, and his yacht was too big to park. And so, I think he wants a sleeker thing. I don't know. But I did not know this about his yacht. You know how ships, like Viking ships, have like the goddess on the front? You know how that looks on the prow, majestic like that? He has one of those that is sculpted to look just like his wife,
Lauren
Sanchez. On the, I mean, how? It's like how?
Chest probably feels the same.
Yeah. But look at it. Like, look it up. Get a picture of it. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea. These people are just unbelievable. I can't even begin to try to almost kind of think like they think. I would be so embarrassed. It's like Trump with a 22-foot gold statue on his own property of himself. It's like, I can't even begin to try to kind of think of what it would be like to think like that. Like, oh, this is great. There's a monument to me on my property.
Yeah, she's got like a nice long flowing dress that's almost a little mermaid.
Yeah, it's very much based on like some sort of like goddess or something.
Yeah. It's like a Wonder Woman a little bit.
At least it's not his ex-wife.
It might be.
His ex-wife was like a down-to-earth person.
She was like a normal human being. Attractive.
I think attractive, more attractive than this.
Yes.
This made-up crazy thing. Looks like a circus clown.
I was thinking more like because the yacht, he may have had it before he met Lauren. Could you imagine if she came on the yacht for the first time and his ex-wife?
No, what I'm saying is his first wife would have said, that's a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Shut up, honey.
She became the richest woman in the world for just divorcing him.
Yes. It was the largest transfer of funds between humans in the history of the world when they got divorced and she got half of the stuff. And by the way, she deserved half of the stuff because she did a lot. She did a lot. When this thing started in a guy's garage, basically. And so they were bundling these books together and getting them and running them. And so she was a big part of that. So good for her. Now, some people don't like her because she's a big lib, but that's her politics.
Yeah.
You're that rich, you don't care how high taxes are.
She did dump the school teacher. Remember, she got married to a school teacher.
That was never going to work. I'm just an average school teacher married to one of the richest people alive. That's going to work. All right, well, I'm going to go teach shop. That's not going to work. Alex Williams says 85 North is a mess leaving Midtown.
Yeah, and one of the worst I've seen in a while, Eric, all due to a doused car fire that for some unknown reason still has 3 right lanes blocked, 85 and northbound before North Druid Hills exit 89, and that is why 85 northbound delays start back around 17th Street. Beaufort Spring connector still bumper to bumper, leaving Peachtree, and 400 south delays from Lennox Road, so try to avoid that if you can. New crash in Henry County, right lane block, 75 northbound past Highway 155, exit number 216, keeping you on the brakes coming up from Locust Grove. Traffic brought to you by the Georgia Lottery. Get ready for another Powerball jackpot tomorrow. Powerball players can win millions playing in-store or online at galottery.com, only from the Georgia Lottery. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Cancer. One small cell can change everything. Beating it takes something big. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute is built for it. Built for breakthroughs. Pioneering clinical research, treatment, and surgical innovation with the most cancer centers and board-certified oncologists in Georgia. We're built around you with personalized care from screening through survival. Northside Hospital Cancer Institute, built to beat cancer.
School is almost out now. You know what that means. Backyard barbecues, pool days, plenty of people seeing your home too. So do what I did and get your place looking clean with Wise Guys Pro Wash. One call, quick quote, they handled everything. House, patio, the driveway too. Sparkling clean, and I didn't even need to be home. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and you'll get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com before spots fill up.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less. With expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood, beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Nothing makes a gathering great like Eggland's best eggs. They're just so delicious, with better nutrition too. For us, it's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Who's being reasonable?
You're being reasonable in your character, which just makes it more hilarious. So I'm going to explain this. I'm going to explain this without anybody getting in trouble.
Okay.
So Tim Andrews, who likes, ever since he was about 14 years old, has liked to prank people by phone.
Yes.
Probably a dying art now, because
definitely.
everybody knows exactly who's calling and everything now. So this started with landlines and stuff. So there's an adult bookstore somewhere in Pennsylvania, I won't say where, that is a target of Tim Andrews, and he calls and he pranks them. And he just played one for us. And what's so funny is he just sounds... Now, most people who call to prank an adult bookstore would go, yeah, to be over, right? But you're just so reasonable. It's like, you got...
You got to do that accent.
Just the torso.
You got any torsos?
The best part is that's for my nephew. He's 18.
Well, that's at the end. He's 8. He's going to his senior year. He's 18, so it's not creepy. And she's just like, yeah.
You're asking about prices. So hold on a second. Oh, it's about
some price check. She was so nice.
$299.
She was so nice to you too.
You got gift wrapping?
That was so great.
Oh yeah, then you have to think of gift wrapping. It's a gift.
We got bags.
Oh, we got to figure out. It's not. It's really.
It's not
what I heard is not. We could play. I think.
Yeah.
We basically described it, but that's what I'm saying is it was so funny because, like, you're like a real pro at this. An amateur would have called. Do you guys just?
Yeah.
And they would have said something that offended the person.
The more space you leave him, the creepiest.
This conversation goes on for minutes. Where you go, okay, do you have? All right, you got some gift wrap.
How about a ribbon?
You have a ribbon.
We've got bags.
Oh, that's great work. Like, you should just start a page or something and just.
I haven't made any in a while because they changed the app that I used to use where you could.
Could you spoof the
number? You could spoof a number, but the government got involved in that, and so you. Have to
probably because of this.
Probably. Well, not me.
It was probably the harassment of too many adult bookstore clerks
in the Twin Tiers.
I would imagine adult bookstores they're not really they're just called sex shops now, right? Because the death of magazines had to kill the death of...
Yeah, you go there's mainly toys.
They have toys, and they have magazines.
They don't call them bookstores anymore.
And they have the old magazines, and then they have the rentals still. For some reason, people still feel the need that they have to go
rent a DVD?
And then these places...
I don't understand the internet.
They got the booths, in the background.
Now, that's for social engagement.
It is. In case you don't want your flock to see you.
Oh, that's something to talk about on a podcast. The psychology of that.
Yeah.
That you would take a part of your own body, put it through a wall, and you have no idea who's on the other side. And this is the.
They have a drape you can pull aside and see the other person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you couldn't see who was on the other side. And
well, in your finer
to me,
establishments, you can.
You're talking about like the white gloves
upscale ones.
Right? So the way my mind works is the first thing I think of on the other side would be someone with a razor blade.
Oh gosh!
And so it would never now that's probably
the thrill of
it's
it.
Probably never happened in history,
right?
But
I've got a surprise.
It's like I'm not gonna take a part of my body and just toss it over the side there and let anybody hack away. All right, that was hilarious. By the way, you've got to figure out a way that people can hear those, because that is hilarious.
It's been funny. You mentioned that it's a dying art. Actually, Tim, I got to send you some of these videos. I'm seeing TikTokers kind of jump into this.
They are,
craze.
but
they're not. No. They're not. You are much better. I think you've got something.
I'm not even saying that, but they're young, right? And they use the two phones. But they mess up in the middle.
And probably
I can coach.
And probably there you go.
That's your money there.
Probably when you were 14, you were like that too, right? So,
click.
All right. Oh, we're giving away more tickets.
Oh man, we're just so giving today.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to look at yours. I don't have mine. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. I'll get it together. I've done this before. Win 2 tickets to see Beck's Ride Lonesome Tour on Thursday, October 30th at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams is checking the ride around 285.
Not an awful one northeast or north side perimeter heading eastbound, Eric. 285 east. You're a little slow as you leave Georgia 400, getting over to Peachtree Boulevard in the Dorville area. But the heavier stuff starts right around I-85 as you try to make your way southbound through Tucker and into Clarkston. Delays improve once you get past East Ponce, exit 40. Still watching the slow ride, 285 westbound, the outer loop from Ashford Dunwoody over to trouble I'm looking for between New Northside Powers Ferry and I-75. And then the southbound delays have started cleaning up. You're on and off the brakes, 285 south, the outer loop on the west side, South Cobb Drive to I-20. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
A DUI conviction could get you fired, get your license suspended, and increase your insurance rates. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. I recommend you talk to my friend George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
Hey, it's Mark Aaron, back with my friends at Xfinity. An amazing deal right now, folks. 5-year price guarantee, same-day Wi-Fi on the most intelligent Wi-Fi. It can actually heal itself when there's a problem. Most reliable Wi-Fi for streaming, gaming, working from home, and the coverage unmatched. You get Wi-Fi in every corner of your home, and reliability, forget about it. Well, fiber-powered network with 99.999% reliability. Insane. Plus, you can lock in this deal for 5 years. 5 years on the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi with their best equipment. That guarantee, 5 years, same price, no contracts or commitments, and everything you need is included, including data, equipment, and the most reliable Wi-Fi available. Xfinity, imagine that. To get started, visit Xfinity.com or drop into an Xfinity store today. Xfinity.com to get started. Restrictions apply, select plans only, 5-year price guarantee, and same-day Wi-Fi.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News.
Weather.
Traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, one of the cruise ship passengers brought to Emory in Atlanta tests negative for hantavirus. The patient had been showing symptoms, but the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services now says that person has tested negative for the virus. A second patient at Emory is not showing any symptoms. Correspondent Ian Lee reports on the message today from health experts.
The World Health Organization has tied a total of 11 reported cases of the virus to the ship, the latest discovered in a passenger quarantined at a hospital in Spain.
Given the long incubation period of the virus, it's possible we might see more cases in the coming weeks.
One American who tested positive but is not experiencing symptoms is currently being held in a biocontainment unit at the University of Nebraska Medical Center.
73 degrees in Atlanta. Could we see some rain tomorrow? And will it hit the 90s this weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. This just in, Governor Kemp signs a Republican bill that makes most local elections in 5 metro Atlanta counties nonpartisan. Opponents say the new law violates the Equal Protection Clause by targeting 5 Democratic counties. Supporters say it takes politics out of local races. You may save a few bucks on your power bill starting this summer. Georgia Power's Matthew Kent says they've managed to find some new savings after their original filing with the Public Service Commission staff back in February.
Part of this agreement offers $285 million in annual savings for Georgia Power customers, which equates to about $4 a month or a little less than $50 a year.
If the PSC signs off on the plan, customers will see the savings on their June bills. Atlanta is on the way to reaching its 5-year goal of delivering more affordable housing.
More than 3 years after setting an ambitious goal, Atlanta Housing President and CEO Terry Lee says they are 88% of the way towards securing 10,000 affordable housing units, and it's having an impact.
Our legacy will not stop with the homes we build, but we will be judged by the lives that we change.
Numbers from Atlanta Housing showed last year they created more than 1,100 new affordable housing units and invested over $100 million in property acquisitions to put them closer to their overall goal. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
The man accused of stealing unreleased Beyonce music before her concert in Atlanta last year pleads guilty today.
Kelvin Evans is sentenced to 5 years with 2 in prison and the rest on probation. After a bit of confusion, Evans enters guilty pleas to 1 felony count of entering an automobile with intent to commit theft and 1 misdemeanor count of criminal trespass. Investigators say Beyonce's choreography team called 911 last summer to report Evans stole unreleased music and other items from a rented vehicle in an Atlanta parking lot. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
After several weeks of wildfires, the state forester today lists the burn ban for all Georgia counties. South Georgia's 2 largest wildfires are now 90% contained. There are still local burn restrictions in place, with Metro Atlanta's annual burn ban in effect through October 1st. News about your health. A vaccine that could extend the lives of people with certain brain cancers is showing promise.
Neurosurgeon scientist Dr. Albert Kim says they created individual DNA-based vaccines by taking samples from each patient's tumor.
Immunotherapies, including vaccines, are safe for patients with brain cancer. And in the next few iterations of this, I think we're going to see some big benefits for these cancer patients.
The Phase 1 clinical trial was led by Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis and is published in the journal Nature Cancer. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta ranks as the top summer destination in the U.S. this year, according to Wallet Hub. The website cites Atlanta's diversity when it comes to attractions, a late last call time for bars, and cheaper, short flights from major cities that don't require any connections. It is 6:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Drivers got to be frustrated this evening trying to make their way out of Midtown or Buckhead into northeast Atlanta. Car fire's been doused for over an hour, and they still got the 3 right lanes blocked. 85 northbound before North Druid Hills, exit 89. Keeping 85 north slow back from 17th Street, Beaufort Spring Connector, slow from Peachtree Street. And 400 southbound, you're on the brakes leaving Lenox Road. That southbound delay on the connector south will stay with you until you get down to I-20. Northbound brake lights start around University Avenue. Elsewhere on I-20 eastbound in DeKalb County, we had some trouble on the 20 East collector distributor ramp between 285 and Wesley Chapel, keeping the 285 north and southbound transition ramps to I-20 eastbound a little slow there on the east side. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Mostly clear for this evening. Temperatures will fall to the mid-50s to low 60s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm late in the afternoon hours, high around 81. Cooling down on Thursday and breezy as well, with daytime highs in the mid-70s. Friday, partly cloudy, warming up to a high of 81. Saturday, temperatures climbing to the mid-80s and will reach 90 degrees by Sunday.
Right now, 71 in Noonan, 74 in Midtown Atlanta, 69 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade. Thinking about security? Most people stop at a video doorbell so you can watch a package get stolen after it happens. That's not protection. With Loud Security Systems, security means prevention. Add cameras around your home or business, door and window sensors that alert you when someone tries to get in. Monitored fire protection, water leak detection when you sleep or travel. Security is more than a video doorbell. Visit loudsecurity.com because it's time to get loud.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atlanta's best plumbers call Deep Dive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll have your pipes working again. DeepDivePlumbing.com.
No hot water? Running out halfway through your shower? Or dealing with a leak that just won't stop? When plumbing problems hit, you need help fast. At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and expert plumbing repairs. Our local plumbers arrive ready to diagnose the issue and fix it right the first time. Get comfort back and problems handled by Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services. Local folks you can trust. Straight answers you can rely on. Powered by Ace Hardware. Get service today at MoncriefAir.com.
A DUI conviction might cost you your license. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Selling your home can be overwhelming. That's why who you work with matters. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can help you sell your home hassle-free without the stress of putting your home on the market. Trust them to sell your home fast and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
That's a little Beck from the old days. Devil's Haircut. Congratulations to Kevin Beeman, not Bremen, of Gainesville. Won 2 tickets to see Beck's Ride Lonesome Tour Thursday, October 30th at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Does anybody know when the Lennon Claypool Delirium is coming to town?
It's soon.
I want to see that. I'm enjoying that new album. So much so that I actually spent $50+ for the album, which is kind of crazy, but it's full of a lot of... Do you remember the old Magical Mystery Tour thing came with a book? booklet inside of it. Yeah, this has like the art is crazy, and the album is a blast. Is it for everybody? I don't know, but it is. It's everything but the kitchen sink psychedelic.
Yeah, it's
prog.
fun.
It's fun. You're listening.
I enjoy it.
English Nick told me he bought the album.
It's the Claypool Lennon Delirium will be in Atlanta on Saturday, June 20th at Synovus Bank Amphitheater at Chastain Park.
Tickets are cheap too, $53.
Yeah, but wait, as much as an album. That's what I paid for the album. So if I can dish that out for I definitely.
If you're a true fan, you should pay $53. That's worth it.
By the way, again, I'll just put on notice. I don't know how well things sell or don't sell or whatever, but I would be willing to talk to them if they needed it. It would certainly go better than the Gene Simmons conversation that I had.
I just want you to know, Eric, I'm still not gay.
Nobody's questioning that, Gene Simmons.
Well, I don't travel in those circles, not that I care.
Well, you seem to because you bring it.
I don't want to be misidentified.
Well, your reputation precedes you on this. That no one thinks that you.
Well, sometimes later in life, people change. I'm still straight as an arrow. And in fact, I am right now.
Gina, your buddy Paul Stanley's returning tomorrow.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah, we're bringing back Paul Stanley.
Wow.
What does he do?
He does music news.
No.
For us.
How nice.
Although you don't sound very supportive.
Well, I hope he lets you know his sexuality.
I'm just assuming that he's heterosexual or cisgender. Is that the other way to say it?
Well, I just say straight, gay, doesn't matter.
Oh, no, cisgender is your own identity. And
no.
Okay, I get it confused.
Yeah, that's all
sometimes.
new modern.
Yeah.
You definitely let people know.
Gene Simmons, congratulations on your honor, sir. We appreciate you being with us, one of the founding members of the
By the
Rock
way-
Band Kiss. Thank you so much. Yes.
By the way, are you still modeling?
Yeah.
What?
Are you still modeling?
Modeling? I don't model, sir.
Oh, I assumed.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I appreciate that. We appreciate your time.
It actually
Enjoy
worked. Did you hear her voice? No. It actually kind of worked. She started off offended. She started off offended. Yeah, maybe.
It worked
she was.
very well in 1978 at Studio 54.
Remember, this is the guy who at one point in his life was cheating on Cher with Diana Ross.
And that was fun.
He didn't get the whole Foo Fighters thing. He didn't get the whole.
No.
People didn't come down on him. They weren't married, I
Because
guess.
I was Gene Simmons.
That's right.
And still am.
You are.
All man.
No one's doubting that. That's the whole
Good.
thing.
You're not gay, right?
No.
No one's questioning your sexuality. You don't have to really go there.
Well, Eric, you kind of gave me hints in our interview.
I can't remember where. Did he tell a joke?
I don't remember.
It was something that was in like the first minute or so.
Wasn't it also about like the roadie situation?
Yeah. Well, the
where it was,
roadie.
like, nothing
I'm not
funny
having
going
sex with the roadie.
That's right. Unless it's.
Unless, she's between 18 and 30.
Is he still with that Shannon
I think
Tweed?
they're still together, yeah. Even after he made that horrible sex video with somebody he wasn't married to.
For heaven's
That was
sakes.
gruesome.
That was in Vegas.
It was like watching a golem have sex with a princess.
It was that weird kind of like black and white security cam.
Yeah, and
kind
he
of
had
look.
that helmet hair.
Yeah.
I am going to now
That's a wig.
show
Yes.
you Gene Simmons at his best.
Now, the funniest thing about that was that she turned her head like he's got bad breath.
Yeah.
At the very beginning.
I just had onions.
And I think that Gene Simmons is somebody who might show up at bad breath.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What was creepier, that one or the Hulk Hogan one with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife?
Never saw that.
That one is rough.
Never saw that.
All right, brother.
Well, at least it's not a character. At least we're seeing the real
Yeah.
Hulk. All right, brother. And just because I said brother.
I'm gonna get you into the ring.
Just because I said brother, refer to Gene Simmons. You know what I mean?
5-inch python, brother. What you gonna do?
Oh, there's this is where that Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel thing could land. I don't know why I'm thinking that.
You think a sex video?
No, I don't. I'm not saying I'm not predicting it. I'm just saying it's been so weird, and the drip Is there more out there, or are we
Stephon
done?
Diggs hooked up with Diane Garcia.
But why did people sit on it for so long? You had that
No, I think what's going on now is, let's say you were one of the guys that were there at the dock, like the video of them getting the boat and she's 7 months pregnant. I think maybe what's happening is now people, because you'd keep that because it was Mike Vrabel, right? They were in Tennessee. He was the coach of their favorite team. So you'd keep that, but you wouldn't maybe when you took it, you're not going to get rid of it because it's the coach of your favorite team, right? I still have the thing, and he's not even the coach of the Bills anymore.
Oh, the Sean McDermott?
Sean McDermott thing that Shelley got for me. So it's there. But if somebody told me something happened in that hotel that day, maybe I would go look at, okay, I see it. And so I think that's what's happening is they've been doing things together, and people have been taking pictures over the years and not putting it together.
Right, didn't know what they had.
And now they're going back and, oh, hey, what about that video for...
Don't you have a video of so-and-so?
Yeah. Although there is the weird part about that is that there's still photos of their signatures on the release to get on the boat. So have you seen that part? There's it's got both of their signatures on it. And so there's that.
Masterminds.
Yes. Oh boy, they were really
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're doing something like that for that many years.
Well, that was early though.
Her husband doesn't care. There's a picture of them this week. He's kissing her.
Well, they got young kids.
Yeah.
People do get through this sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
But how long has it been going on this whole time? Did they break up?
No, I think it's we don't know, but because of the pictures that we have, that boat thing was nearly 6 years ago.
Right, but so like now though, did they break up and then?
No, this whole thing broke because they were in Sedona, Arizona, a couple months ago, and that's where the whole thing broke.
That's right. Okay.
So she was
So
no
I
longer.
feel like he might just be like covering, right? The husband.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Listen, there's a lot, and also, look, we don't. This woman's whole world just blew up. Now you could say, well, you didn't. You probably should have protected yourself a little better, and maybe you were a little arrogant the way that you were going about this. There's all kinds of stuff, and I'm just saying her husband is her husband. So, but I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. They go back now to these podcasts over the last few years where she's like, well, my husband's not very good looking and he's not very good in bed. I mean, honestly.
And they're like,
yeah, it's like
banter.
Yeah. And so I don't know. Maybe he's just a super nice guy. He's like, he's some kind of top executive at Shake Shack.
Shake Shack?
Shake Shack.
Steak and Shake?
No, Shake Shack. Steak and Shake Shack.
The way you were saying it was like
I messed it up. I was like Steak and Shake Shack.
Steak and Shack? The Shack?
What
a collab.
That
Shack. Needs to happen.
Remember when they tried to save Radio Shack by getting rid of the word radio?
Yeah, we're just a Shack.
Yeah, well, Shack. I'm in radio. We're still around. Thank you. The Shack. That's where you would go for sex talk.
Hey, stop on by the Shack.
Our bosses want to get rid of the raw in radio. Just call it Dio.
So,
Holy dive.
Yeah, exactly.
I just listened to another one of Tim Andrews' pranks on that adult bookstore, and this one was really creepy.
In the voice.
But then he ends it with the last thing he says.
That wasn't the last thing. I just stopped it.
It's like, so you got wheelchair access.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Alex Williams says 85 North is still not jammed into. It would be like the 85 North. It's not jamming into North. It's when you go getting into Northeast Atlanta. 85 North is jammed. There we go.
You are correct, my friend. All due to, for some unknown reason, 3 right lanes blocked with a car that's been doused from an earlier car fire an hour and a half ago, but they still got the 3 right lanes blocked. 85 North before North Druid Hills, exit 89. What's that mean? 85 North, it's slow from 17th Street. The Buford Spring connector is slow leaving Peachtree, and nobody's going to like hearing this. Only one lane open on Peachtree Street northbound out of Midtown into Buckhead. They're going to start that paving. Well, it's the right lane that's going to be open. That means the left lane blocked, leaving the Buford Spring connector as you head up toward 26th Street and Collier Road. Traffic brought to you by Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. From incredible animals to an iconic brand, explore it all at Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Just steps apart and under one deal. Get your combo tickets at AtlantaIcons.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Topical. And then it hits me, and I'm like, this is a freaking AI lady.
Local.
Green's resignation is going to shrink the Republican majority in the House.
Getting you through your morning.
How does that work?
Mark Arrow.
You've got to be kidding me.
Mark Arrow.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
5-star reviews tell the Painting Plus story, but seeing is believing.
Hi, I'm Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. Our work is so exceptional that I'm proud to show you. Just click on recent projects in your area and see the amazing work we've crafted for your neighbors.
Painting Plus. Anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Siding, gutters, windows, decks, porches, roofing, and more.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
Did you know that D. Geller & Son Jewelers has been Atlanta's engagement ring and wedding band destination since 1939? It's Katie Kiley, and it's easy to know why. They've handpicked diamonds that just shine brighter at a value that can't be beat. D. Geller's got an unbelievable selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, from classic to modern to off the wall, because you like what you like. They can bring your dream ring to life like they have mine, with full custom abilities. D. Geller & Son, Kennesaw and Sandy Springs, and at dgeller.com.
Are you coming today? Are you not coming today? Hi, this is Candace from Excavations. Are you tired of having to chase your contractors around? If you're looking to remodel the outside of your home, then have I got a tip for you. Use Excavations. You'll know exactly when we're coming, when your project's going to be complete, and what you're paying for before you even start the project. Schedule your appointment today at exovations.com. EXOVATIONS.com.
Income for a lifetime after you've left the workforce. Many happy retirees harness the power of income investing to give themselves peace of mind and create a consistent income stream from their retirement savings. For income investing, they use many different forms of cash flow, including rent, royalties, dividends, distributions, and interest. At Capital Investment Advisors, we love working with happy retirees on income investing. You can find us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
When you need quality professional tree work, choose Heath Tree Service. Hi, I'm Jimmy Heath. My father started Heath Tree Service over 60 years ago, and we're still family-owned, certified arborist, and experts with trees. Find us at heathtreeservice.com.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal, and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free, and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You got this. Come on. Come on, a little bit more.
Emory Orthopedics and Spine Center, using advanced treatments to relieve pain and get you back to living life without limits. Learn more at emoryhealthcare.org/ortho.
I don't want to end with AOC or any politician.
But we have AOC.
Well, you know, yeah. Well, hey, I'm on this side of that, and then it's right. Those people on the other side. They just not only do they disagree with me, they're dangerous. I'm telling you that right now.
They smell.
She is excessively stupid in what she says.
Yes, she is. But we don't have to. If we play it, we don't have time to go through it.
Time for that.
We don't have time for that sort of thing. That's what Autumn told me.
Let's talk about our feelings.
Let's bank this time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll get it in our stoppage time at the end of our lives.
2 more minutes.
I really like the idea of banking time. It's really fun.
All those lazy days, get them back.
Yeah.
All right, you're in the hospital. By the way, this is based on soccer and their stoppage time and how they do it. You're in the hospital, and it's like beep, 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 boop, right? And you're gone, and then the ref comes in and goes, deathage time, 3 years.
Woohoo!
And you just have your...
You pop up.
I'm ready.
Yeah, it's the Mario noise.
And then, but then that's it. So those 3 years.
What
man,
if? Wait,
terrible.
hang on a second. In the stoppage time, what if you tie the game? You go to the golden goal.
Oh, that's possible. But how do you tie
So
golden
people
death?
that don't waste any time ever,
They just die.
Yeah.
they just die.
The
You're like,
worst
well,
way.
I guess they never wasted their time.
As I always said, efficiency is the worst way to live your life.
I've worked myself to the bone day in and day out. Goodbye.
Did everything right. Didn't waste any time.
Nope, I'm out.
Well, you're gone, and I'm still here because I got my deathage time.
Enjoy.
Farted around my whole life. I'm going to live forever.
All right, that music is telling us 2 things. Shut the hell up and get the hell out. And you know us. We do what we're told. We're not some rogue show. We understand the rules, and we abide by them. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got a great radio show for you, as usual. We've gotten together and had a little confab and decided that we're going to come back and do this again tomorrow.
Thank you for saying confab and not a powwow. Thank you.
We did both. We did a powwow.
What?
We sat Indian style the whole time.
We sat Indian style, had a powwow. But
American Indian
here's
style?
Here's what came up. We all decided to come back and do this show again tomorrow, starting at 3 p.m. And you're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Do not piss off the genie.